Oh, man. God bless America, man.
Let's get it. Take a drink.
Hello, and welcome to LeBron James Internet. We are the Gas Money Podcast, and I would like you to take a moment out of your day and hit that bell icon so you never miss another upload. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is very important and imperative. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at gas.money.podcast. AG, take it away.
Welcome to another installment of Gas Money. We got Toon 1000 wow in the building.
Yes, Sirski. And if you wrap around to the right of me, you got Cash in the building.
And sitting in the middle, controlling the knobs and the doodads, we've got AG in the building.
Thank you.
Niggas is getting better.
Yeah, that's all I ever wanted, man. It was a very warm introduction. Oh, man, it's great. How was y'all weekends, man? Nah, honestly, I'm tired of sharing shit about myself. Now my son is a racist. The whole internet think he a racist. And y'all gotta see.
You're raising a racist. So can you be mad at white people?
Yeah, I can be.
Why?
The black people can't be racist. We can be prejudiced, can't be racist. We don't have the power dynamic to be racist. Yeah, I'm on that time today.
All right.
I'm sticking up for the white boy. Pay attention. But hey, what y'all do? Like nothing?
Nah. I'm back at work, so you know my weekend doesn't really start until Sunday morning type shit. And this is what we do Sunday mornings.
Oh, I started playing in the for my job basketball team.
Oh,
Now we
shit.
Yeah, I'm whack.
It's over?
Nah, it's not
There's
over.
nice niggas that work at your job.
Nah, it's for like, it's not just like, it's the team is for my job, but it's for like all like the city niggas.
Oh, so you
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you can't compete because the cops and the FDNY, they got too much.
Well, no.
Hold on. Every city worker nigga is teams for
Every agency.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like there's multiple teams though, right?
Yeah.
Or it's just one team representing the whole agency.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. For my job, it's like the nigga that made the team. He's like just a nigga. Like he's like somebody in our shit, but he's not. But we don't. I'm not sure if we represent the whole department, but our team is all from the department type.
Okay.
Shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Because I know, like, for the corrections, when I was a correction officer, there was one team. Like they have like one football team. It's like each jail had their own basketball team, but there's only one football team,
right.
and they used to go over around the country.
That's what I was about to say. I actually seen the police department versus the FDNY football, and there was a wide receiver nigga on the police department, and I was like, that nigga looked like he probably became a cop because he wasn't good enough to be like in the league.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was like, everybody else was pretty average. So if you think you whack,
Nah, you hate my man wasn't average.
who the cop nigga, the wide receiver nigga?
Alfred wasn't average.
Oh, I'm not talking about that nigga. He wasn't a wide receiver.
Nah, but it made me realize because all the injuries I had, there was light at the end of the tunnel. Like I was just whacked that day, but like I'm gonna have 20. Like next
Right,
game,
how?
I'm having 20. Huh? How?
Yeah. Like, hey, the way I look at it, nigga, I gotta eat. So if you was whacked the first game, nigga, I'm not giving you the ball the second game.
No. I'm whack for me. That's what you don't understand.
Oh, so you was still doing your
yeah,
thing.
for everybody else, I look better than everybody else. But just for me personally, I was whack.
Oh, okay. So it's not over.
Nah, it's not over.
Gotcha.
I thought it was over for a while, but then I've been working out on my legs. And my knee started feeling. My knee was feeling good that day. Like I was running and jumping, but I was just out of shape. I was expecting this shit because I'm thinking I'm coming to a situation where it's like I could just chill.
Yeah, because
I don't know who's on the team, but I had to do a lot, and I wasn't ready. But I'll be ready.
there's niggas younger than you on the team.
Hell no,
That's what I was about to say too.
the old fat niggas.
I was gonna say that. Secondly, I really haven't seen that many in shape.
Nah, the team that we played against, they was nice, but they was like the niggas that won the championship last year, and them niggas was in shape.
And what agency was they?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Parks department. That's where all the fresh out niggas go.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Them niggas just playing jail ball.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, shout out the Parks department. But with a heavy heart, I must inform the listeners that the great actor, philanthropist, and Batman, Val Kilmer, has died. I don't really know what the reports are because I don't trust TMZ. I think he died just of old age. That's pretty much all I got. So I wanted to ask my co-host. I already used Batman. So what is your favorite Val Kilmer appearance?
I'm gonna be honest with niggas. I really don't like. I don't even remember him as Batman for real.
You see now the disrespect is what I'm not.
And when I looked him up, it looked like the nigga like he had got work done on him. Like he was into like
he's an actor. You got to keep up with your appearance.
All the old white niggas be doing the same shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe it wasn't from old age. No conspiracy theory. Nah, I'm not saying that like something happened while he was getting work done, but
I don't like nah. This is Val Kilmer we talking about.
What Batman was it? Who was the villain in the Batman he was in?
Look, he full of shit.
It might, I don't know. I think it's my man.
He's not even top 5 iconic Batman.
That's what I'm just saying. Like
he's probably top 7.
R.I.P. and I
There's
respect.
only been like 7 Batman.
Nah, it's like 13.
Hey, it was a lot. It was a lot. I looked at it. It was a lot. It was a
A lot
lot.
of Batman.
It was a lot.
He's probably top 7. I think
Top 7 is bad though.
I think his shit was Batman Forever. No, when he had the Eminem.
That's what I'm trying to tell you,
that
bro.
was
Shit
George
ain't really
Clooney.
ringing no bells to me.
Yeah, nah, maybe I'm wrong. I'll take the element.
I respect the dead.
Yeah, R.I.P. Val Kilmer.
But like that introduction you had from him, I just don't know him.
I tried.
Yeah, Val Kilmer's not like a beloved. Well, not to black people.
No. He didn't.
He was in Top Gun though. He was like.
Oh yeah, that's what he was in. Top Gun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I didn't see the new Top Gun. You saw it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't like 10 out of 10 like everybody was saying. It was a good movie though.
You want my opinion on that? Why people are saying it's 10 out of 10?
Because Tom Cruise.
I think that's white people's Space Jam.
Yeah, it is.
Top Gun.
It is
like
yeah.
the original one.
Yeah, it is.
So
Like that's why people be buying all them leather jackets.
them
People are
dark
successful at
shades.
flying
That
planes
nigga
and
was
shit.
in Gun with 50 Cent.
See now, now you like him.
Nah.
Nigga put a nigga flick.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Some
found the first nigga flick good.
straight the fucking Tubi flick.
Nigga found the 150 Cent movie I ain't even see.
Yeah, he was in Deja Vu. Who the fuck was he in Deja Vu? Honestly, bro, I'm looking at these lists of things, and when I go, if I don't do anything really, really special, I hope you get to tell the type of nigga I was.
I hold it down.
Because this nigga here, yeah, none of these is really ringing me. He was in I guess he was a voiceover in The Prince of Egypt. I know y'all niggas remember that.
Yeah, I didn't like
that.
that.
School.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But I didn't know I didn't like it yet until I got older. I was always on that shit. But yeah, shout him out, man. Shout out Val Kilmer. How y'all want to start this week, man? I want to.
Yo, when niggas like old people die, this is the thing that I be thinking about a lot. Like in your lifetime, you're supposed to see your grandparents die. If you have grandparents, you're supposed to see your parents die.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like after you get to a certain age, like obviously if you're young and your mother dies or your dad dies, that's like that could be devastating to you.
Yeah.
But after a certain age, I feel like kind of get over it. Like
Yeah.
Like, feel me? Like, I be feeling like people be having, like, they see, like, somebody die in their family that's supposed to be dying. And then they just destroys, like, a big part of their life. And it's
I think something's wrong with you. Because you got to understand, when you have spent your entire life with these people in your life, them dying is going to mean something regardless.
I'm not saying it's not supposed to mean something, but how impactful it is.
It's very impactful. Because they're not here no more.
So the last time I cried when somebody died was actually no. But this was one of my peers that died. Was when Jaleel died.
Okay,
that was the last time I cried. I honestly looking back, I shouldn't have cried as much as I did. I really not to say that his death means nothing, because obviously I had a lot of respect. The reason that I felt like I cried at that time was that was somebody I looked up to when I was a kid, because he was the only nigga I heard that was playing D1. And he was nice at basketball. He could dunk. And I was like, it was like, oh shit. And he was like some fly nigga. So it was like, and I'm way younger than him. Like, I'm like 5 years.
I went to middle school with him.
So when he died, I was like, damn, son, that's crazy. Like, and I cried. And then Mr. Green died like 2 weeks later.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't cry when Mr. Green died. But Mr. Green was like, that was my man's. Like, that was like fully, for those of y'all that don't Mr. Green was NBA player Joakim Noah's like mentor when he was growing up. Like, he helped raise him, train him through basketball, walked him all the way down to the NBA. And he was somebody I had in my life and when I was playing basketball. And he was very impactful in my life. And when he died, I didn't cry, but I don't know if I cried all my tears for Jalil because Jalil died like 2 weeks before or what that was. But Mr. Green meant a lot to me, and
yeah.
But did Mr. Green die tragically? Because Jalil died tragically.
No, he died from old age.
Maybe that's what.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're not necessarily supposed to see your friends die.
Yeah, no,
but you're supposed to see older people die.
Yeah.
I think my bad to cut you off. I think a lot of times, at least with me, I think you get one impactful death. Like the first impactful. You could go to other funerals. Like, you know, if you're young and your great grandmother passes, you're not gonna really understand that for real.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be as impactful in the moment as you think it is. But like if you go a couple years down, maybe like 15, 16, 17, 18, and you see somebody pass that you really do love and it does impact you, I think that one you really like, you experience the hurt, the mourning, and then you like it starts getting easier from there, if that makes sense. Because like when I had experienced my first the only impactful, not I wouldn't say only, but like the one that I was like, all right, everything else gets easier. It was like when my father passed away. That was real tough. And then my grandmother passed away years after. And I cried obviously, but it wasn't as like devastating. And then you start understanding like people die. Yeah. So you starts getting a little bit easier, I would say, probably.
So that's not in line with
like I understand.
Because I mean, I'm saying like I would say like the Jalil situation for you, that was like that shit hit home. Like, and then it was like after that, I would assume the Mr. Green shit, as much as he meant to you, was just like I already experienced the devastation of a death with one person, so now my brain kind of could like compute was like going. I don't know. Like, like
I don't know because. Well, me personally, I mean, obviously, I'm not like I'm not gonna say like I'm like some weird.
No, something's wrong.
But all right, whatever. Because so I remember the first time I cried when somebody died was my aunt. I was like 14. My aunt, she died from breast cancer, right? And I was crying OD. And my dad called me. He told me like, "Yo, my sister died, blah blah, blah whatever." Boom, boom. And then I was crying OD, but I don't even know why I cried. But she was somebody I was cool with, but I wasn't that close with her. Like I hadn't seen her in years at that point, and I cried. Then. The next one was after that was the same year Jalil died, my grandmother died, and I cried when my grandmother died. And that was like a crazy moment because I was at like a college showcase and I was playing and my sister came and she came with my brother-in-law and my nephews and shit. And they all watched me play basketball like for like the first time in like mad long. And then right after the game, like she waited until the game was done to tell me that my grandmother died.
You know what you were supposed to do in that moment? You were supposed to have like 70 or 80. You were supposed to have a moment. That's why they waited for like the game to be over to tell you that. So like, if you made it to the league, that would have been your moment to be like, somebody passed away in my life, and that was also like, I had 90 that game.
Yeah, that happened with Chris Paul, right?
Yeah.
CP3 did the same.
Yeah, so you actually let the family down, but you could continue.
No, but with Chris Paul, they let him know that his grandfather died. He knew his grandfather died before that, and then he went, and then he had 60 or some shit because his grandfather died at that age.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Westbrook for Nip.
Yeah, you were supposed to hold it down, man. But
so I cried when my grandmother died, and then I cried when Jalil died, and then like that all happened in the same year, and then Mr. Green died, and then after that, it's just like niggas are supposed to die. So
death is overrated.
I'm not saying it's well, yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't know if I would agree with that. But I think honestly, I just think niggas like it register. I mean, I feel like me and Cash is probably like the same type of person when it comes to like death. I'm pretty sure if other people's goes differently, but I feel like what I said, I've seen somebody literally go their whole life without having a close death in their family or in general, and then I see them change as a person when that happens. I think you change for the first impactful one, the one that you really could register in your head, like, oh, this shit, like my life, like this shit is crazy type shit, and then I think you just start registering it different afterwards.
Okay, cool. To keep with the theme, I want to bring up Young Scooter again because, we spoke about last episode how he tragically passed. And now it's starting to come out that his death was actually the cause of a woman, like, kind of swatting him. So the story goes, and I'm going to butcher this because it's, like, this young lady called the cops. She wasn't even in the same, like, county or area as Young Scooter. But her man, I think her boyfriend or her baby father was with him.
Mhm.
She was on some like, nah, I don't want this to be happening right now because what them niggas is up to. So she calls like the police and basically was like, hey, I see a woman getting beat up. There's some crazy shit going on at this house. And the police, they do their job. They pull up and Scooter, you know, black people instinctually, you see cops coming to a place that you at, you might have some papers. Nothing serious, could be something very, very minor. And the nigga runs and there's like some controversy with the coroner, but like he gets himself cut in the gate.
Yeah.
So he would be here today. If that what? You want to do it for him?
Bitch.
Yeah. If she didn't make that phone call, and it was just so heartbreaking to me because it's like, why women can't stay in women business? Like,
why couldn't she just shut the fuck up? Is my thing. Because not even about post phone call. Why did you go? Because she went on Instagram Live.
She told herself too,
and she went from a fake page. But then niggas. The internet is crazy.
Yeah.
They listened to her voice from it was like some Jason Lee interview thing that she was in the crowd and Jason Lee was interviewing her and somebody started fighting and they recognized her voice from that one clip and they had her picture and then they found her real Instagram from the video of her getting interviewed by Jason Lee.
That's crazy as fuck because like I was riding to work one day and like one of the reports was like, yeah, the lady did a complaint or whatever from like one of those emergency only phones.
Yeah.
So the police couldn't even track who it was. So the fact that the internet, no nigga, I would never do a crime ever. It's like I'm not getting away with it. I would never get away with it.
If you young Scooter, right, and you looking down from heaven, and you like,
I need a redo. I don't know. Somebody got to do something. I need a redo.
You mad at your man?
I need a redo. Am I mad at my man? Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah, I think I would have been mad at my man.
You gotta be.
Like, in the wise words of Charleston White, like, you need to box that bitch. Like, why she, like, she's called, like, what conversations you had with her before you left the crib that she felt like, oh, yeah, he can't be around that nigga.
Like, but see that? I really can't blame her fully for because I feel like women, like, like it's certain, like you could control your woman, but like
to an extent,
to an extent.
Damn, so now
I'm not jacking that. You cannot remove the accountability that women have to take or remove.
100%.
Because you say you can't blame it because woman this and woman that, nigga.
Hold on, I'm talking about I can't blame the nigga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't blame the nigga. I mean, because even if he say, let's say he left the crib like you stupid ass, crazy ass bitch, you better not do no dumb shit. You feel me? And then he leave the crib and she instantly do some dumb shit.
But he didn't make her feel secure. She think he out there fucking a bunch of hoes.
Yeah, well, that comes with the game. Let's be for real, bro. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we have all been accused of some shit we have never done because of the niggas we are.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the most gentleman way.
Yeah, of course.
Just with the fact we upstanding men that make money, that well, we don't work out as much as we used to. I would say take care of ourselves. but I mean, I'm pretty sure that would make anybody feel insecure of like, you know.
So insecurity got young Scooter killed, man. That is tragic.
Niggas gotta stop dying over bitches, bro.
That was like
technically he didn't die over a bitch, but he definitely died over
because of a woman. Yeah. If you his man, like how you deal with this? You end it with that young lady? This is it?
Nah, you gotta marry her.
I think you with her forever, man.
Yeah.
It's a death. You paid a death
because then it would be in vain.
In vain, yeah.
Nah, she's ugly.
My man said
he can't rip no more.
Can't marry her. She's ugly. Damn. So an ugly woman is why young Scooter is gone. That's fucked up. Yeah, there's a lot of morbid shit going on in the world right now. So before we get into like the super nitty gritty of the evil underworld, I want to talk about something that was very, very interesting to me, right? There's a young man, his name is Speed, one of the best streamers in the world, and he's been in like a China tour. Now, I don't watch streams, I just catch them on social media.
Yeah.
You are like stream correspondent, so correct me or interject whenever you see fit. I seen this nigga, right? He's in China, and a Chinese woman comes up to him, and she's being like very proud of being a nigger killer.
Oh.
And like, why don't you just end the stream right there?
this is not the first time that he's encountered like a racist person in another country. So if he's gonna end the stream every time he encounters a racist person, how many times would he have in the stream?
I just think, and again, maybe this is old man yelling at the cloud. I think you have a responsibility as a black man. Like, he literally is giving her a platform to like do that. I think that is crazy.
But he's just doing like a stream. Like when you're doing a stream, it's not like a show segment.
Okay.
Like you're recording your life. Well, you're broadcasting your life live for the whole world to see for 8 hours or however long the duration of how he's broadcasting is going to be. So there's going to be highs and lows and peaks and valleys with everything. So I can't be mad at him for not cutting off the camera, because at the end of the day, that's what he's making money for. And you don't know what obligation he has to whatever sponsors he has too.
I got a couple more questions in the same vein. Then he's driving in the car and a Chinese dude gives him a gift. And I see on these streams like getting gifts is part of the whole experience.
Yeah.
It's a KFC bucket. He opens it, it's bananas in there. And then the guy starts making monkey noises. Why did he cut off this? I guess it's the same answer.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, why? Okay, so this might be stepping on what we'll talk about in the future, but China's big enough speed for showing the good side and bettering the relationships with U.S. and America.
Yeah.
So if he was to cut off the stream every time something bad happened, that would be ingenuine of him of telling his experience. So if he's saying if you are a black man and you go to China, there will be lit things that you could do.
What part of China has the statue of fucking Stephon Marbury in it? Oh. Because I don't understand how can you have these niggas, and I mean all of China because I'm ignorant to the parts. But if you have, when you see that Kobe, they fucking love Kobe, they love LeBron, they fucking they love Stephon Marbury. To us, is like, you know, Stephon Marbury, we appreciate him, but like he ain't statue worthy.
Outside of New York, nobody gives a fuck.
So the fact that he's a statuary character or a person over there, and then you also have the flip side, the fucking KFC bucket with the bananas. I don't understand how could you love black people so much as athletes, and then also be so racist.
Have you been to America?
Nah, I understand that, but like also in America, they don't like. You don't have people praise black people to the extent that the Chinese be praised.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Even like the swag and shit, like in Japan, like, and I mean, you can't really compare the experience in Japan to China.
I've seen shit in Japan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I just don't understand how the fuck you could be like also so much on niggas' dicks and then also on some.
But that take is very unfair, and it's very. I don't know how to say, not tunnel vision, but it's like...
I mean, I appreciate Chinese people.
Because think about it like this, right? Even in America, there's parts of America, like big cities that appreciate hip-hop culture, and that's the biggest thing. Like, hip-hop culture runs social media, like black culture runs social media and all these things. Yeah. But you go to middle America, and there's going to be niggas like, get the fuck up, like a sundown state. For example,
that's our shit, man.
Like, well, they don't want no black people shit. They don't want no fucking hippity hop and all that shit. So it's the same thing in China. Like in the big cities where the culture is very impacted, like the cities that have basketball teams and stuff like that. Black people could be the illest thing the whole time there, but then you go to another city in China that don't give a fuck about no fucking sports and no shit. They just worry about consumerism. They don't fucking care about black people either. And the black people wouldn't be the ones to go into those areas to expose them to that anyways. Yeah. Black people are just going to go to the most littest parts. So the littest parts appreciate black culture more than the smaller towns that don't get the love from them.
So that's what I'm saying. So why would Speed be in a place where he would be subjected to, like, cause me, like, if I'm doing something, I wouldn't go to fucking some middle of the nowhere. Yeah, Alabama shit. I would go somewhere.
Memphis.
Yeah.
So from my understanding, when Speed is going to these different countries, he's trying to get the whole experience of being in that country. So he's going to the lit parts, he's going to the dirty parts, he's going to the clean parts, he's going to the whatever. He's going to all parts so he can see what it is. He's probably going to go to a fucking rice field and see how it is there too.
I got one more issue with the Speed stream that I saw. And I like your answer for everything else. And to be fair, one racist Chinese person doesn't spoil the bunch, you know? Yeah. 3 doesn't spoil the bunch. Now 30, maybe we can start talking.
And also, they just trying to be viral too.
Yeah, that was the thing. Because the shorty was like hype.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I'm a nigger killer. Like I'm so sorry, but I'm a nigger. Like she clearly was like doing some weird shit.
Yeah.
So I just don't know why he just didn't, like, but whatever. You answered it well. But
And
now,
I mean, also I see Speed as like a respect to my boy Kev, but like I see him like a Kev. Like I don't like. I feel like maybe Speed really doesn't see that line as well as we see that line. Like it may be a little bit more blurred. For him.
You're right, but now this is where I get upset because this last clip is what really bothered me. The other shit was cool. He's like, they taking him around and they find a KFC, and this nigga starts freaking out. And like,
he started cooning.
He starts cooning, and then the Chinese dude's like, "Yo, relax, like, the fuck are you doing?" And then that's when I get upset because now you fucking tap dancing.
Well,
Ain't no way.
So with Speed, right?
And this is hate. I promise you.
If you look at the early Speed clips, this is a completely different man than he is now.
Okay.
So he's gonna have moments where he shows the shades of how he used to be. Because Speed used to be, I'm a troll. I'm gonna just say the most outrageous shit. I'm gonna say the most offensive shit. And if the most offensive shit is said to me, I'm gonna go and we're gonna have that moment of we going back and forth doing racist, sexist, homophobic, whatever it is, edgy type of shit. So when you have one end of the spectrum, it's gonna tip back over to the other end of the spectrum too, of me acting like a fool.
Yeah, but you see, my problem with this is, as black people, we honestly, we should not care.
This nigga's from Ohio, mind you.
I don't think it's cool for you to coon out. Like, I don't see the positive. Like, what's the? Oh yeah, this is how niggas act. Oh yeah, look. Yeah. I'm gonna act. I'm gonna freak out over the KFC. Like, it wasn't even ironic. It was like straight up tap dancing. Like.
Yeah, but you also got to think, like, he's like a young ass nigga. Like, Speed is like 21 or 20 maybe.
I mean, but you don't think you're born with that, like,
21, come
like,
on.
I'm
bro.
like, yeah, like,
you're,
this
you're
shit
not
is out
thinking
of
about
control.
somebody that's born here in New York. Our experience is different than a nigga that's born and living in Ohio.
I would assume he probably experienced more racism.
No, I'm saying that his development of what he feels should be the image that he should be promoting as a black person is going to be different because he is a young kid and think most of his life was the pandemic, like his developmental years, and that's all that was online.
I think the longer you're on stream, you got to do some sucker shit because, like, and I don't mean like what he did was like some sucker shit, but I just think like in order, like, streaming is the hottest thing right now. So you fighting for all these views. It's like the same thing with like TV. Mm-hmm. Like these niggas get paid on how long we're watching this shit, like how long this shit is going on for. So I think he's very aware of what he's doing.
That's my problem.
I think he's smart enough to be very aware of what he's doing. And I mean, if he's getting paid off and that's fine, he can sleep at night about it. I think because what you going to school every nigga because there's 100 niggas, there's 1 million niggas that want to be like Speed.
Yeah. Bro.
So if they see that's the way to do
this is making it. You making my point.
It's definitely making it worse.
Yeah,
it's definitely making it worse. But it's just
you
like
don't got to do that. Like I think
you don't have to do it.
Like him doing the Cristiano Ronaldo shit. I think that's cool. Like how some kids feel about LeBron, he feel about Cristiano Ronaldo. That's dope. That's something different about him. But then why, when you see a KFC in another country, like you
gotta flip out?
So if you think this nigga will go and Cristiano Ronaldo will sit in this chair, and when he gets up, he's gonna go smell the chair.
Hey, see, that's not cooning though.
But that is on the same level. He probably sees it. He probably sees it on the same level of I'm being extreme to this point as me freaking out over KFC.
I'm sorry. He got a dad. He got a black dad. His pops should have sat him down like, son, like you can't be a coon though. You can do all that gay shit. I'm not gonna sign up for that. But
he started out with the gay shit. That's really got him started off.
I saw a nigga bugging out.
To me, Speed, and I promise, this is gonna sound like hate, and I really don't mean this because that nigga is successful. He's bodying it, and I want him to continue doing what he's doing. But to me, he reminds me of those black kids that used to hang out with the white kids in school.
I think that's what type of nigga he is.
And then like he's like, I'm gonna be a jigaboo. Like
like, I'm gonna get him where I fit.
Yeah, you as a black man, when you seen that happen, and I don't even get mad at the white kids. I get mad at the black. Like, why are you fucking chucking and jiving for these
niggas?
Yeah, like just be yourself. Like you don't gotta do if they're not gonna be a friend if you're not dunking on your own culture, then just don't hang out with them. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to sound like the old man yelling at a cloud. I feel like
that's true. Like Damson Idris has a movie like that.
Yeah, he plays a dude that was his real life. Like he joined a white supremacist group. It was a black dude
Yeah?
in England. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
then
see that
he
movie.
was like disowning his
Yeah,
family
he
and
was
shit.
shitting on other black people, beat up any black person he saw, he just beat him up. Like
I ain't
he
seen
wanted
that
to be
movie.
down. Yeah, that's before he was Franklin Saint.
I seen some other shit when that nigga was like in the fucking army or some shit.
Oh, word? I seen some shit he was ripping.
Ripping what?
What's that?
Oh,
girl?
Halle Bailey or one of them.
Oh,
one
I
of them
ain't gonna lie. That's what Halle Berry got that. She got that shit on
What?
her. She got the fatty.
Oh,
I saw that.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, you know something.
I really didn't know what you
Nah,
was
but I
talking
think that was a TV show.
Yeah, it was a show
Some
talking about the
Beyonce shit?
Beehive. Yeah,
Yeah. Damn, what was it on Netflix?
Nah,
it was on Hulu, right? Not Hulu.
Probably Amazon.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was on Amazon. Yeah, it was
Like-
talking about it was like Beyonce had some song that started people becoming serial killers. or some shit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know about that.
What?
That
Oh,
was
that was
happening.
based on like a
that
true-
really happened.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, what?
It was Beyonce had some song, and during that time, people were like committing, like there was like a serial killer going around, and people were committing murders, and they were saying that it was because of this song.
Nah, what song was it?
I don't know, but
forgot.
I believe that.
Yeah, I do.
You know, yeah, that music shit they saying
Nah.
that shit is for real.
because your man, he said music make him drive fast.
Oh yeah.
Music make him do a lot of things.
That's why I said, what song will make you suck a dick?
Yeah, I think that's a good question.
Yo, I was looking at TikTok the other day, and obviously Beyonce don't write her music.
Yeah.
So it was the Single Ladies beat, and it was like, what made Beyonce, like, what did she get from this beat that made her make that song? Because obviously Single Ladies is like an all-time great song.
Yeah.
But if you just listen to the beat, it's a whole bunch of just noises.
I never really listened to the
Yeah, never.
Like I listened to the instrumental for the first time. I was like, what the fuck made her do that? Like, there's no way you could think in your head that's the melody you gonna get from listening to that beat.
And that's why I be listen. I really be like paying attention to like songs and stuff, and I be like, some of these people really have to be like different
Geniuses.
wavelength. You have to think differently to be getting certain shit from these things. That's why I think Future's so good.
Yeah,
That nigga be doing some crazy shits with these beats.
That's why I appreciate Kanye West, and that's why I appreciate Cash Cobain.
That nigga, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I ain't think that nigga Cash Cobain was that special, but that nigga
I keep
single him and Bass Swag, I think single handedly saved New York. Saved, bro. Cash Cobain, everything he touches is a hit, and that Bass Swag nigga, he's just like he's working.
But you know, Cash Cobain has been like an ill producer for a long time. Like a long.
I didn't know that,
long
but
time.
that
he's
tag,
an elite producer.
Yeah, right.
What's his tag?
That cat.
And his beat.
That's
wait,
him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit ain't from. Wait, what the
Yeah,
fuck? I'm
I
bugging.
know what it is.
Cash, but not from YouTube. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
And his beat
I didn't
from
know that's
Cash,
him.
not from
I
YouTube.
did not know that was him.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
wow.
was producing before he made music.
I can't tell the difference between him and Boss Man D-Lo.
Now you being fat phobic.
No, I'm fat. That's what I'm talking about.
Because that was crazy.
No, I really I can't like what.
Boss Man D. Come on.
I'm just
How?
Shout out New York, man.
What the fuck?
But you brought up Kanye. It's a good segue for let's talk about his interview.
That was an alley-oop, nigga.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Star player. Ak and Kanye recently did an interview with each other. I want to start off first by saying I don't think we should speak about Kanye anymore. I think this is it.
After this, yeah.
After this topic, we don't talk about him anymore. So, go ahead, man.
So, yeah, DJ Akademiks did like an hour-long interview with Kanye West. And honestly speaking, when you listen to Kanye West talk, like aside from all the tweets and all the crazy shit that he does like on social media and in public, when you listen to Kanye West talk, you are not listening to an unintelligent person. You're listening to a highly intelligent individual. However,
I disagree so much.
However, I'm not going to say that everything he's saying is correct, but his ability to articulate his thoughts and explain his reasoning to somebody that will look at him like a madman is what I appreciate about him.
Okay, that is your right, and you're entitled to it. Toon, what you got to say, man?
This nigga Kanye, I can't even use the words disappointing. I can't use like this nigga is just I think after this we probably shouldn't speak about him no more. I think he has some valid points though.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
I think
So when I said it just now, why you say yeah, you know what? Go ahead, Ty.
But yeah, now that nigga is officially he's too far gone, man. I think you can't vouch for him anymore.
Let's break down some bullet points. The outfit. Let's start.
That's fair.
So for you,
fair game for me.
For those of y'all that don't know, he had a KKK outfit, but it was all black.
All black. Let's start.
Kanye West.
Let's start there. The swastika shit, the outfit. Then Ak is not equipped to deal with that conversation.
Hell no.
That was my first thing. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm hating. I'm not saying that I'm more equipped, even though I think I would be, to have that conversation with Kanye. I just think I understand Kanye is great, but to me, it doesn't come from an honest place. I think if Kanye was accepted by the fashion world, I think if Kanye's music was still popping and he wasn't competing with Drake and Kendrick for attention in music, I don't think he would have any of these gripes, honestly. I think this is all an attention grab. Even though there's some, semblance of truth in there, it's just falling flat for me because he didn't give a fuck about these things. The things he's talking about has been happening forever.
Yeah.
This is an industry that he clawed his way into because he wanted to be a part of it. And then once he got shunned from this industry, and then the fashion thing is, to me, what kind of like broke his brain a little bit because he watched like somebody that he looks at as like his little man's, which is Virgil, get all the things that he wanted. Kanye wanted the acceptance from Louis Vuitton. Kanye wanted the acceptance, like none of his brands outside of his shoes got renowned. Like, oh, now we're gonna go. You would have thought like we would be all copping Kanye's clothes. Like he watched other dudes like rappers and like A$AP Bari with V-Lone lap him. The V-Lone shit, the clothing, Kanye on a clothing tip never had the success that V-Lone had. And Kanye's like, I think that's what kind of broke his brain and he didn't get accepted by these people. And instead of just chalking that up to, you know what, I'm gonna build my own thing and I'm gonna be, I'm a boss up. He just started pouting. And then when he started doing his own research, or what I really think, which is Kanye, to me, he sounds like that dude that he gets into a room full of people and who the people perceive as the most intelligent person in that room, he parrots that guy's or person's thought. That's honestly how I look at him. Like, if we all sitting here and like, let's say Cash is like, oh yeah, Cash is spitting. Oh, whatever Cash said, I'm gonna go run around and say that to everybody because that nigga's the smartest nigga in the room. He's not fact checking you. He's not like, it's not even his own personal thoughts or feelings. But now with the whole Jewish thing, it just aligns because he is correct about that. The whole industry is ran by Jewish people, especially with music. And he feels like, damn, I'm not the number one guy in music, so let me go shit on all these people. But I just don't. It's like when he does the Christian thing. He's a Christian, but then he doesn't hold up any Christian values. And then when he tried to do it, oh yeah, Kim, I don't want you dressing provocatively because I'm a Christian now. And then now every time we see him with his woman, she's butt ass naked. Like, it's like when you're trying to sell some shit to us, that's when he becomes this righteous version of himself, and it's just tiring. And then the part that really bothers me the most, and this is probably where my bias comes in at, I used to think me and Kanye were like the similar people. Like we were like that ass, like super arrogant. Like we really believe in ourselves. And now that I figured out that shit was all fake, the nigga was getting fucking lipo for his abs, and he got fucking Drake's dick on his brain. He think Drake's trying to fuck his wife. And even if all of that is true, a nigga like me, I wouldn't handle it like that. The nigga that Kanye presented himself as, he wouldn't have handled it like that. He would have fucking been dating fucking Drake's mom. That would have been his play. He would have had her in fucking Yeezy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. This nigga's just a disappointment at this point. I really don't want to talk to him no more. And that's my Kanye rant.
Thus is the duality of man. I believe Kanye West can still be this arrogant person and this person with this strong bravado and have this attitude and also have flaws and having missteps in the way he conducts himself when carrying about things that you would feel would be of someone that is arrogant and have such bravado and attitude.
That's fair.
A thing I appreciate about Kanye West, I actually have a question for you. So I'm not going to say you're wrong, and it is an interesting point that I didn't think about him parroting the ideas of an intelligent person that he perceives. But where does that come from? Like, where could you have drawn that conclusion from?
So it's just how often his stances on things switch. Like, he gets around Nick Fuentes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, man, fuck the Jews, and black people are this, black people are that. And then he gets like, I don't know who he's being like when he's doing the Trump shit. And then now it's a war on fat people. It's a war on Jews. Like, to me, it's like, these aren't his thoughts. Like, unless he's really truly this extremely bipolar person, which is possible. But I just feel like every time he reinvents himself, it's like this new version of like yeah, where did I hear this? Like, where did I hear this thought? This is like red pill stuff. So was he like around some red pill people, like the Andrew Tates of the world and stuff like that? So I just feel like he doesn't have any original thoughts anymore. It's like when like Sci-Hi and Ryan Fest was writing for him, there was that version of Kanye.
Yeah.
And then when he moved on to like, I don't know who was writing for him at these points, but then he tried to sound a lot like Travis Scott in his music. And then it's just kind of like how he's always kind of been to me. And I just don't see any authenticity in him anymore. It's like, who is Kanye? Like, what does he believe? I seen a clip that nigga was talking about, oh yeah, we not even African, we Indian. And I'm like, this is the same nigga that made Jesus walk. Like who? Like,
and then also he technically didn't make Jesus. He just rapped it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so who is Kanye? So this braggadocious, super arrogant, very introspective person, was that just Ron Fest this whole time? Was that Sci-Hi this whole time? Or is that Kanye? Like who is Kanye?
Yeah.
I don't believe that he's not somebody who okay, so this is my thing. I believe that you can both be arrogant and boisterous and have this attitude and also be somebody that could be influenced by someone else.
No, I'm influenced by people all the time.
And I feel like the thing with Kanye that will make you feel this way is that I believe he does feel the ways that he says, but I feel like he announces things before he has time to flesh out the thought.
Okay,
so like he just says the first, like he'll hear something and then it'll be inspiring to him, and then he'll be like, I'm gonna let everybody know what I'm thinking about right now, as opposed to sitting with it. Like if I have an idea or a topic for the podcast, right? Mm-hmm. So like I'll just say, I'll write something in our notes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll think about it until the day we have our podcast. Like I'm not just gonna come see something today and then just come blurt out some crazy shit and then be like, damn, I didn't mean that. But Kanye West, that the part that I'm saying, because he could still stick with his level of arrogance, is that he'll say it out loud and then he's like, I'm not walking it back. I said it. Now what?
But see, my thing is also like, Kanye doesn't do these things on live. Like the shit that
tweets,
the tweets and shit, them shits be like longer tweets. So when you think about it, you're typing that shit and then you have to press send. Like to me, there's no way that you type that whole shit out and not once in your life and in the moment it was like, maybe I'm wilding. I think he does a lot of the shit he is doing is calculated as far as like the attention grabs and shit like that. But to go back to what we were saying about the like deaths and shit, I think what really broke his brain for real, and then it was the mom shit. I think he experienced something real traumatic with that, and then just ever since then he's kind of been like he probably was arrogant and confident in himself up until then, because I feel like every arrogant or confident or person that's sure of themselves had somebody behind them teaching them how to do that. So I think the moment he lost that person, who I would assume would be his mother, he kind of lost that sense of confidence.
Okay. I mean, he kind of said that because he said deep depression when my mama passed, suicide, what kind of talk is that? And I feel like, well, this is me having a Kanye moment where I'm just saying some shit that I just thought of just now.
Yeah.
Maybe he did want to kill himself.
I think so.
But he was like, nigga, I'm Kanye West. Exactly. I can't kill myself. But now, in my head, I killed myself already. So now whatever I do, who gives a fuck?
And this is an intelligent person too.
That doesn't. You can be intelligent and be mentally ill at the same time.
Absolutely, but I just don't see Kanye as an intelligent person. I don't. I think he's a musical genius, but
I think at this point, he's just too far gone. I think we've seen intelligent Kanye, because you don't get to the like. His influence on hip hop, you don't get that without being intelligent.
And music, yeah.
You don't.
We're talking about a person.
I mean, yeah, but then the person Kanye made those beats.
Yes.
Those person Kanye dressed that way and influenced the way we dress.
Yes,
like
but
that,
hold
that's
on
the
that dressing,
character Kanye.
Yeah,
that's different.
And I'm not trying to dunk on Kanye, but that dressing thing, a lot of people said that he stole a lot of sauce from Kid Cudi. I'm just like, remember, Kanye is credited with bringing Jordans back. There was a point in time when niggas were rocking Sperry's and shit like that. I was part of that wave. I apologize. But
all right, but the designer, throwing the designer clothes in your outfits, that I would give that to Kanye.
Nah, I would,
because we was more doing the hip hop fashion.
Yeah. He put on the pink polo and all of that shit.
I'm talking about the Louis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
wearing that on the regular.
I'm not trying to take nothing away from Kanye. I promise you, I'm not. I think he's a genius in certain regards, but I think we just use the term genius too too loosely.
I think that nigga's a genius.
I think in music, yeah.
I think there's you could be geniuses in different fields.
Absolutely. I'm just not going out on the ledge and saying he's a genius in fashion, though.
What?
I'm not. I'm really not.
I don't know. I would give him a genius in fashion.
Okay, that's fine. I just think we use that term too loosely. I'll give Virgil that. I wouldn't give Kanye that.
Virgil is, you know what?
Virgil's what? He was Kanye's little man, and he watched his little man do everything that he could.
You didn't. So in the interview, for those of y'all that didn't watch the interview, he said, "I went into these meetings and got denied these meetings, and they gave the positions that I was going for to niggas on my team, and the niggas on my team was like, thank God he did not get that, because I want that for me."
That's crazy.
We only hear one side of it, though.
But
why he say that when Virgil was alive?
Kanye also did say some foul shit because Axe said, "Why do you keep speaking on Virgil and he's passed away?" And Kanye said, "Because I'm evil."
So, yeah, this is a genius right here, man. Listen, man.
I just think like Cash said, he's a genius with mental illness.
So how long we gonna let that nigga hang?
Yeah, but that's a troll though. He's saying I'm evil. That's just
nah. You can't play with that.
Yeah, you see, I don't know. You see this
because this is the same nigga that said Jesus walks and he has Sunday service, and then you say I'm evil. I'm not like a full blown Christian, but I believe in God. Yeah, you can't say things like that. You can't say things like that. Bro, that would be okay to say if honestly, you really believe in something, and then somebody says the anti what you believe in, and you're like, I'll be like, nah, bro, I can't stand next to that.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. You just never really believed in that, in my opinion. But I'm not trying to put that on him, but I just did. Go ahead.
I don't know, because I was gonna say a lot of when Kanye was talking, I seen a lot of myself in that. I'm not gonna lie.
So you the evil Kanye, and I'm the old
Kanye. Yeah, that person. That's
bag.
When I was watching the interview, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Which part? The part that you speak on niggas' kids. That's the part.
Wait, when did he speak on somebody's kid? I missed that.
Oh no, that wasn't in that video. But he did say fuck Jay-Z, and then like the shit. All right, maybe I'm cross mingling with like Kanye has said over the last month.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
But like I feel like when you say you could see, like you could agree with somebody is saying something, and you know that they also previously said something else. It's kind of like you kind of standing with everything he said because it's hard to break up.
Fair. That's not
because think about it. Think about all this shit comes out together.
Yeah.
It's not like I said fuck Jay-Z 2 years ago, right? And then I said something that you could stand with today. This shit is all came out in the last month. So you see how easily I just said, oh shit, he said that the shit about Jay-Z's kids. Yeah. I completely put it together because nigga, this shit is all together. So that's what I'm saying.
Can I ask you a quick question? You're very hard on women, and you're also very hard on simp niggas. So when you heard him speaking about the situation with Kim, how'd you feel about that? I think he removed all accountability from himself with that situation.
Which part were you talking?
When he was I should have never had no kids with her.
Oh yeah,
I knew that 2 months into the relationship.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I was surprised, like somebody like that. You hold yourself to this, esteem that you would be like, oh yeah, I feel like I rock with this. I could never. If you were to say something crazy like this on this podcast, I would just look at you like, oh no, he's lost it because that goes against everything you've ever said.
How many kids he has with Kim?
A lot. Like what? 5, 4?
4 or 5.
Come on, bro. And Kim.
And he said he knew that 2 months.
Yeah, and Kim had a hard time getting pregnant.
Yeah, and he said, come on. He said he knew that 2 months into being with her.
Yeah,
that's not the same Kanye I know.
I don't know. That was
the Kanye I know. Been like, yo, I'm gonna have more kids with her. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas
actually
think.
The Kanye I know would have been like, Ray J said he hit it first. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I'm out.
So yeah, the accountability.
I'll build a bitch because nigga, we know Amber Rose because of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, bro. That's the Kanye we know.
Exactly.
I'll build a bitch.
Kanye also a porn freak.
But maybe he was like, if I'm gonna make a mistake, this is the right person.
It definitely is.
I don't think it was a mistake until he said it. Like he said, "Oh yeah, I shouldn't have." He's the one that made a mistake.
Loved Kim.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the Kanye I know would have stood 20 toes down on it. Because that's what he did when he was dating her. When everybody was fucking The Game. Like one of his like mans in rap was talking about fucking her and her sister and he was just Kanye was like, I don't give a fuck. Like she's with me now. So that's
That
the same.
nigga had a bar saying my wife got lit off a sex tape.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
And that's the same nigga that I knew it was a mistake.
Yeah,
2 months
come
in,
on, bro. Like, bro.
Man, I'm not rolling.
See, that's the part I really can't fuck with Kanye.
Yeah, I'm not rolling with that. I'm not rolling with that.
But what I do fuck with Kanye is that Jim Jones shit.
Oh, okay. I want to talk about that. So he had a meeting with Jim Jones, and Jim Jones set up a meeting with him and a crypto dude.
Yeah.
On the back end, Jim Jones is gonna make $2 million off of setting up that deal.
Yeah.
He didn't disclose that to Kanye.
Thank you.
Kanye figured it out, and Kanye still had the meeting, so he felt like he did Jim Jones a solid.
That's cool. Kanye doing that is cool.
Then Kanye said, I think he did it because he was scared. But then Kanye. Yo,
Nigga, you didn't hear what Kanye West said? He said, nigga, fuck all y'all street niggas. I don't give a fuck. I'm a billionaire, nigga. I don't think I give a fuck about that shit.
Exactly.
Niggas at his dough. Anyways, so.
What dog? Wyoming? These niggas not getting on the plane.
He dubbed that cowboy shit too. He's not no Wyoming nigga no more. Yeah, y'all niggas let that nigga fool you.
Nah, this is my thing. You keep saying niggas getting fooled. Kanye just do different shit. His mind changed a lot. He just has a spur of the moment feeling, and he jacks with that for a while.
Lie.
And
this
then he
nigga's
changes.
A joke, though.
I don't
That don't make you a joke. That don't make you a joke.
really taking him as he's doing chess moves right now?
I didn't say it was a chess move.
I don't think that's what he does either. I told you what I think he does. You know why he went to Wyoming? Because there was a show called Yellowstone that was popping. Where that shit was at? You think that's a coincidence? That shit is popping all of a sudden?
That's what I'm saying. He just does.
No, man.
NBA Youngboy was there first.
Exactly. Some nigga told him, he's like, yo, you know what's popping?
Wyoming?
He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to Wyoming. All y'all got to come here, too. That's the only way y'all going to get music from Kanye. That's cool. I respect that part. But, again, I think he's just, you hear something, that nigga's smart. He said Wyoming, we all there. That's just how I look at that nigga. But my point with the Jim Jones thing. So, then after the meeting, Jim Jones gets paid, and Kanye is like, yo, Jim Jones, I'm trying to be on this fashion shit, so send me what all the young niggas is wearing. A lot of people don't give Jim Jones enough credit. That's a fashion nigga. But that's another.
What you mean by that?
He started a lot of New York trends.
Bro.
And by starting New York trends, he started the whole fucking rock star shit. And then niggas turned into...
I was Joel Santana.
No, it wasn't. It was Jim Jones. And then them niggas took that and turned into the gay vampire shit. But we can talk about that later. He started that vampire shit first. Vamp Life. That's Jim Jones.
Yeah.
What?
I'll give you that.
I'll give you that. Yeah. Chrome Hearts, all that fucking, yeah.
That's not that nigga, though.
Yeah, it is. He started that. But anyways, so.
It's all right. Max B will be home.
Yeah, maybe he can straighten it out. Yeah. So Kanye asked for, hey, I want, what the young niggas is wearing. Send it to me in a PDF. Jim Jones said, I don't know. I think Jim Jones made a power move right there. It was stupid.
Nah, hold on. What's the power move?
Let me explain.
It's all right.
I'm not giving Kanye my sauce. I'm not doing it. We got to negotiate.
But let's talk about.
We got to negotiate. Kanye didn't negotiate anything.
My thing is, nigga, I already did you a favor, and you did some snake shit.
No, I didn't. I did. Listen.
So you get paid off of the strength of me. Yeah. Don't disclose it at all.
Yeah, I'm a New York.
I find out.
Chicago,
that's some snake shit. That's some snake shit.
Yeah, but hold on. You find out. Hold on.
And nigga, let's be for real. Jim Jones standing next to Kanye in that moment. That shit gave him some type of real relevance because let's not forget, weeks prior, Cameron was saying, nigga, you not from Harlem. Yeah. You from the Bronx. Yeah. So now you have Kanye giving you the backing on like, actually, nah, you know what, nigga? You have some real value. You a fashion nigga. You're a street nigga. Mm-hmm. Let's work together. Let's get something going.
Let me ask you.
You did some snake shit. I still do it anyway. And you telling me you got to negotiate making a fucking PDF file?
Yeah, I'm not giving you my sauce for free. And on top of that,
I just gave you my sauce for free. No. Nigga.
I did that myself. I negotiated that deal. And hold on top of that, if Kanye was a New York nigga and he got ahead of that $2 million, you know what he should have did? Yo, you want to interview me? You gonna pay my man's $2 million? I'm gonna need $5. But Kanye ain't like that.
I would think you would think this is cool. What? You know what? You did some snake shit to me because you needed the money. You broke.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah. That's gangster.
But now when I need my favor, it should be no problem.
You right. But when the nigga give me pushback, when the nigga give me pushback, because obviously I need him, right?
Yeah.
All right, Jim, what do I need to get this PDF?
Now, what you mean by need, though? Like, because, I need you because, like...
I need the sauce.
Bro, let's be for real, bro.
The
Jim Jones ain't dressing different than any other Harlem nigga.
So why
Kanye could fucking drive down
why he ain't get
Lennox,
ASAP
whatever shit. He because you know he probably already done burnt that bridge, right?
So he
but my nigga, Kanye could go park his shit on 125th Street, 145th Street,
they robbing
whatever.
that stupid nigga.
I bet you, I bet you shut down a block. Them niggas ain't even get on the block. He'll ask any of them Harlem niggas how to dress. They'll get that sauce.
They gonna be like, yo,
but nah, he went to Jim Jones to get Jim Jones paid, and you know what he did? He went fucking what's that shit? What's that shit he was in that paperwork?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the whatever he is, criminal number 1 or whatever.
Yeah,
criminal. He did that same shit he did to end up somehow weaseling his way out of fucking doing 100 years like the rest of the niggas he's sitting next to, and that shit is fucked up, bro. And I'm a New York nigga saying that, but that's some fucked up shit, bro. That's some, you know what that is? That's that fucking outpost shit. I ain't telling on nobody from Harlem shit.
Yeah,
that's not cool, bro. But that's very New York. But that's not cool, bro.
It's not.
That's not cool. Queens niggas don't do that.
I don't think what Jim Jones did was cool, but I expected that to happen like that to Kanye because he's a square. So
we stand. That's you gotta stand on something, bro. If I make $2 million off of you, bro,
I owe you a PDF. Yes. I
treat niggas respect that I ended up getting pussy off of them, like helping me get some pussy.
Yeah.
So if a nigga give me some bread, I'ma show some love. Yeah. Nigga, I don't know. That's the shit that bothered. $2 million?
That's what I'm saying, especially $2 million.
Oh, I thought you was trying to shit on the $2 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of for Jim Jones especially, and that's not even shitting on. Like somebody that's not like
$2 million?
That's what I'm saying.
You should have made that PDF. But I'm not Jackie, he didn't know how to make
I'm not saying you gotta kiss a nigga ass. Yeah. But my nigga, son. Anybody know how to do it?
He know how to do it.
You feel me? Like, come on,
bro. Know how to do it. He just wasn't gonna do it for free.
You don't know.
I'm just telling. That's a different deal, nigga. That's how it worked. But
side note, the nigga Alpo, that's the nigga that just got killed when he came home, right?
Yeah.
That nigga, I had the nigga that killed him in my crib in jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What he
stood on it? Like he was like, yeah, I did that.
I never asked him about his case. I used to ask all these things about their cases, but his case, like everybody just knew that's what it was. Like, so I didn't have to ask him. But he's mad cool.
He had no problems with niggas. Well,
he was. Damn. What you mean? No,
like nigga, nobody was mad that like
he killed her, right?
I mean, but like Alpo was still a gangster.
Yeah, no.
So I mean, and he was outside.
No, apparently that's how I wanted to know what he said to you because apparently it had nothing to do with that rat and shit. It was over a woman.
Oh
yeah, I'm not sure. I never asked him about his case
because everybody at first thought it was he did the right thing. He took out the garbage, killed the rat. But when it was like a issue with because Alpo be riding motorcycles around, and then like Alpo was like fucking with his girl or something, and then they caught each other in traffic. Like, that's him.
The nigga that killed him was some little nigga. Like he was like
got a stick,
like 5'4".
You see, bro?
That was my son too. I fuck with that nigga.
Nigga found a nigga you can look over.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
You a killer, huh?
In jail,
I'll strangle you.
In jail, I'm pretty tall. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I believe you.
Yeah, you know why? Them niggas be angry. Them little niggas be angry.
Yeah, shout out the niggas in jail, man. But,
shout out my son. I forgot his name. Forgot his last name.
Nah, he gonna remember that.
Nigga, he not gonna see this.
Yeah. The niggas is watching this shit live somehow. Niggas got that shit.
Facts. You got to chill. You should know out of all of us, them niggas could see this if they want to.
Shout my man out. Any last words on Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye, I officially been gave up on you a while ago, but after this, it's just like, my nigga, if I never speak about you again, I'll be fine.
Shout out Kanye, man. Oh, yo, one of the things he said was a bar, though. Like, he be saying a lot of things that, obviously I can't agree with. But he said niggas was asking why he be wearing the fucking swastika. He was like, they profit off of my pain, and I wear theirs.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
That's hard, but see, there's problems with that, too, but I really don't want to get into it with that nigga, but I would have a sit down with Kanye. I would. I think that's me putting my name in the hat. Nigga, he gonna see this.
So if y'all was Kanye today, like right now, after all of this we just spoke about, what would you do?
My first move is to get myself like on some fake shit though. Like I wouldn't really actually do it. I'll get myself like checked in. Like I'll go into like a.
So you would do the what's that shit called?
Like a rehab.
Yeah, but like when people say like you do some wild shit and then they do like
institutionalized.
Nah, like like so you basically saying you would try to clean up the mess that.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Because there's always I think America loves a comeback.
But he that would go too far against what he's standing for, because his whole thing when he first came out, saying all the crazy shit was when he said his personal trainer.
Yeah.
But that shit was actually true. A lot of shit he be saying is true, because he had a personal trainer that was like indoctrinating all, like, it's like a whole big group of celebrities, like it's like a whole fucking network of niggas that be drugging niggas and fucking making them zombies and taking their brains away from them and just telling them exactly what to say to do, or else they threaten them to shut down their whole shit.
Yeah, isn't that nigga a junkie now too? He be on that nitrous shit.
Yeah.
What is that? This nitrous shit.
Oh, that's the whippet shit.
Yeah, but like, why did that?
Who's on
that's the
that?
CIA shit. Kanye.
That's whipping shit.
Yeah, but he on the real shit.
He's a heroin addict. The niggas I seen on that shit, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, but like, where did that come from? Young nigga, explain.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard Philly was like the first place.
Like, who's the first young nigga that was like,
Damn, I forgot.
Steve-O, nigga.
Oh,
Steve-O.
damn.
Steve-O's
yeah,
the first
from
nigga doing that
Jackass.
shit.
Oh, the jackass nigga?
That
Nigga, you
nigga's
just see
a joke.
here's a picture of like a whole room full of whippets, and he just sitting in there like this. Like that. It's a famous picture.
I thought he cleaned himself up.
No, back in the days, he was doing it.
Also,
Like, he was doing that shit like 30 years ago.
I don't know, man. That shit is strange to me. But
That should change your voice and all that.
yeah. But all right, let's move on to another interview. New York don't know how to be quiet. My man Eric Adams went on the Shultz podcast, and he said some interesting things on there. One thing I must say is I expected him, like most government officials, to be more articulate. He was kind of like a regular guy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I got a lot of respect from him after that interview.
Yeah. And
I didn't watch it.
he was super New York. Said he had a joint out on Fall Rock. Shouted out the town. Yeah, it was really introspective. I think he was very honest about how they did him dirty with the migrants. Like,
Oh yeah.
he was like in a lose-lose situation. It was dope, and he said he's gonna run again. I don't think he's gonna win.
Yeah, Como's about to smoke him.
Think he's gonna win?
Oh, nah, niggas love Cuomo. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think it's
Niggas
over.
want Cuomo to be president.
Yeah, I think it's over for.
That's the one that had the nipple rings?
Yeah.
No, that's de Blasio, right?
No, I think it was him.
It was him?
I'm not sure, because when
nigga.
Andrew Schultz was saying that, I didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Oh, he said the nipple ring shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was him. His whole family's in politics too. The dad, the brother.
Yeah, Drew and...
Como, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cuomo.
That
He
nigga-
has his
they
two
got a
brothers. And
bridge.
his dad is
Yeah.
Ain't that-
Mario. Yeah, his dad is Mario Cuomo. That's the
Yeah,
bridge,
so like these niggas, yeah, I didn't realize that until like after he got out of office. But I was like, yeah, I guess these niggas is this family is that them niggas.
And he's a cop. Eric Adams, like that's like his.
Yeah, but he was an MTA cop. But it's
What that mean?
Nigga writing
Still
tickets for niggas that fucking get on the bus.
Nigga, the MTA is not dangerous.
MTA cop, they don't do shit.
We talking about the niggas that write tickets for the niggas that if you don't pay to get on the fucking the express bus.
Yeah.
It's not a dangerous
MTA cops don't do
job,
shit
bro.
though. They
They do got a
at
gun.
my job on midnight. I like when before I transferred, I was working on Jamaica Avenue, and the MTA cops, they have all their cars lined up on Jamaica Ave by the train station, and they just in a car watching. Oh damn, I'm snitching. But
Nah, I think you
Yeah.
should let niggas
Nah,
know
that's
to
not-
pay their shit.
You doing a good
Because that's
job.
why the fare is fucking $290 because niggas is not paying.
nah, if I was MTA cop, I wouldn't do the same shit. So, and I could have had that job. So I'm kind of tight. I fucked that up. Well, I'm good
Yeah,
now.
this
but-
nigga go, you only one person, bro. This nigga got every city job ever.
Take the test. Everybody take your test. Yo, quarter of the test out. Sign up out right now from until June 30th, and the test is in September. Sign up now. Change your life. Turn your life around.
You're a good dude, man.
Appreciate it.
You're a good dude. One of the dopest thing Eric Adams said was he respects the office of presidency, and I think that's dope. Like he's not on no fuck Trump shit because Trump is the president. You gotta respect the office. I think that's dope. I think more Americans should be like that.
I don't understand why people wouldn't do that, because it's like, nigga, it's the president. You can't, like, you hating Trump is not going to make him not the president. So you might as well try to.
I think it's the American way to have an opinion, though.
You can have an opinion, but why am I going to anti-Trump rally when the nigga's already president?
Let me ask you a question. Your team wins a championship, both of y'all,
Yeah.
and you're the leader of the team. You going to see Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the Eagles,
Only because it's part of
the Eagles saw Trump?
I don't think so.
No, they voted not
Did the
to.
Warriors see Trump? They won one time.
I don't remember.
Who won? Giannis and them? When Trump was who was the basketball team when Trump was the president?
I mean, there's been 4, but I'm not sure.
Nah, it had to be Giannis had to win during Trump's time. Had to.
And niggas
Because he won the year after the bubble, right?
Yeah, niggas ain't go.
Yeah.
Steph?
Niggas had. Oh damn.
I don't remember seeing a picture with.
Yeah, I don't think niggas be going. But that's because Trump is a little different, though. I think Trump is one of those special situations where he do say a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That I think you have the right to be like, yeah, I ain't fucking with this nigga. He's the president, but I ain't fucking with this nigga.
Yeah, but what I say and how I run the country, 2 different things. Cause is he destroying the country? Cause niggas go see Joe Biden. Did Joe Biden really what did Joe Biden really do? If we look at the whole,
but like, if you're gonna be fucking shit up and offensive, that's like,
yeah, but he's not fucking shit up.
Like, see, like the thing is, like, Obama didn't really do that much for black people. But you know what he did when he got on the fucking camera?
He bombing them.
He made me feel safe and included.
Nigga was blowing up Saudi Arabia.
That nigga Trump began up there, and I'm not really that upset with Trump. He is doing a lot of fuck shit, but Trump get up there, and that nigga do not make me feel safe or included. So it's like, what
as
the
a
fuck?
black person or as an American?
Both. Like,
Okay.
both.
Yeah.
Nigga, what has he done recently that made you really feel like, okay, we on track? Like, fuck being black, white, anything. It's like, what have you seen him do that? It's like, okay, we on track.
Well, right now he's going through a process where he's I mean, I don't follow politics.
What fucking up our economy?
Yeah, well, he's taking a risk.
Yeah, he definitely.
All right, cool. Then as a black man, where do you feel included? What he got going on?
Cricket.
Well, I don't think that any president has really done anything to make me feel better as a black man in general.
Nah, Obama did. Just by
being black.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's not something that he can control.
Who? Obama? He could have been up there on some square shit.
Yeah,
Easily could have been there. He was on some cool shit.
No, he's on there.
He didn't shot away from being. Yeah, he definitely was on some Eric Adams shit.
Yeah, come on now, shout him out. We're gonna get back to Trump a little later, but I think this is the part of the podcast where we talk about the elephant in the room. We at that time. So, Cash, I'm gonna let you tell us what happened on that fateful day of that track event between these 3 individuals.
So basically, the story that has been broadcasted on the news was that there's a young black man named Carmelo Anthony with a K, because he's blood, I suppose.
I would say so. It's the only thing that
okay, let me restart it. So it should be. So basically, there was it was a football game, right?
Nah, it was a track event.
Oh, it was a track event. Sorry. And they were at the school stadium, whatever, and there was like different tents for the different schools. And this guy Carmelo Anthony was there, and basically the brothers. There was 2 twin brothers, Austin Metcalf, and
I don't know the other brother's name,
and
but
the
the
other one,
so we just call him the Metcalf.
the one that didn't die.
Yeah.
They basically told him to leave, and they end up getting into an altercation, and the Austin Metcalf got stabbed to death by Carmelo Anthony.
Yes, thank you for that.
Carmelo Anthony,
That's
Hall of
his name.
Famer, Carmelo Anthony.
Nah, no relation.
No relation.
So yeah, that nigga's wild.
I just figured, nigga, listen, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, with a K.
What the fuck?
With a K though.
Yeah, but
K though.
With a K.
K dot.
Yeah. What you want, bro? Don't start that shit today, please. Start
I came in here. Y'all niggas listening to that Family Matters shit. Yeah. I don't know what type of time y'all niggas was on.
I like that.
Niggas was bugging out.
I like that song.
Y'all niggas was bugging out.
Quality music. But yeah, so when I first heard the story, it went back. I think Cash and I might have spoke about this off pod. I don't think we took this conversation on pod. I think white people have a problem with the rules, and I think black people have a problem with the rules. I think there's a spectrum. White people with the rules, they're all the way over here. They cannot walk into a place and see a rule not being upheld without feeling that they have to uphold that rule. That's just how they are. I don't know culturally why they like this. And I think black people are on the other side of the spectrum where when niggas see rules, they get upset. Like I don't understand why we are like this. You walk into we walk into an establishment, everybody got shoes on. Black person, I ain't wearing shoes on.
You know why? When we used to walk into an establishment, you see a big ass sign saying no colors.
No colors.
No colors. That's the first rule you see. And now we hate rules. White people walk out, they see no colors. They see a color.
Yeah, kind of like. So maybe that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is, man. man.
You cracked the code. So I think this is just a tragic version of that same exact story. Is that they came and they are on some white is right, and I'm gonna express the rules because the way they look at it is as long as they are upholding the rule, they can never be wrong. That's why Karens, they feel in their soul that no matter how this plays out, I can get beat up, I can get killed, I can get niggas can record me because Karens don't give a fuck about being recorded because deep down inside they think, oh, I'm upholding the rule. So when this shit is all clear, they're gonna be like, well, the rule was you can't be in the park after 9 o'clock.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
so I think this is a classic case of that. But what was really shocking to me was the dad. As a father myself, and as a man with Christian values myself, I don't know if so soon I could have been so forgiven. And that's how we're supposed to be as Christian people. But he immediately went to, I already forgive the young man that killed my son. And I don't know if because he got 2 sons. Maybe that's probably why he was on some like, let the Lord handle it. And that was cold. But then if I'm his son looking down, I'm tight. Now give me a week of you on some like rah shit at least.
Yo, I really respect this dad because he did everything that he could to not make it some black and white shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're right about that.
And that could have been like fucking Rodney King rides for white people. If he really wanted it to, if he really wanted to go on the news and turn up and talk about how rowdy these kids are in my community and blah, 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 blah. He said, this has nothing to do with race. These were just 2 kids that got into altercation, and my son happened to be the one that died, and I forgive this young man, and God will handle all.
How do you think his wife is looking at this?
She's tight. She's tight.
I have an opinion about this, but I want to wait until everybody else gives their take, unless you want me to go first.
I think you go.
I would just say one thing. I think the father acted that way, at least from what I've seen, his son was wrong. So I think you got to get ahead of these things.
Oh, so he knew.
You could be like, oh, motherfucker, black people always the fucking killers or whatever they want to say. And then it comes out and be like, oh, no, actually, your twin sons jumped this boy and broke his property. And he just, reacted. And then you just look like a, angry racist.
So let's go into the details of this issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And if you notice, every time there's a black and white, anytime there's any 2 race issues between 2 different races, there's always one story that's this happened, and then this is the result. And then the minority group that happened to be in that situation, a whole list of other details come out. So the initial story they told us, this kid came to this track event and he was sitting under the wrong tent, and these brothers came and told him to leave, and he said, no, I'm not moving, I'm not giving up my seat. And then they start arguing, and this guy just pulls out a knife and starts stabbing this guy. Does that make sense?
No.
Nah.
The details come out that the brothers approach him aggressively. No, I'm not leaving. What are y'all doing? Then they try to jump him. They take his shit. They probably throw his bag, because this is the thing that we see all the time. When somebody's somewhere and he's trying to get them to leave, they take their shit and throw it outside. Now go get your shit. And now we're going to lock the door right behind you. You can't come back in. Then you break your phone and doing all this shit. Then we try to jump you. Mind you, this is he was a football player too, I think, but he was a smaller, he's like a skill position, like a wide receiver or something like that. And these are 2 big linebackers
like,
jumping you, 200 plus pound linebackers jumping you. If 200 pound plus niggas jump me and I got a knife, I'm not saying that he's right for stabbing him, but what can I really do as a measure of self-defense? Should he have had a knife at a football game?
Clearly he should have.
Well, that's the other thing that people say.
If he didn't have it, what happened?
They would have got his ass whooped.
He got a couple of black eyes. But he
might not have died, but there's no way to tell what could have happened in Monday Night Quarterbacking about some shit that happened on Sunday.
Y'all gonna make me put on my Klan hat.
No, go ahead.
And the other thing, saying that he shouldn't be under this tent. So I did not know this where I live, there's a school called Suwanhanka or some shit like that in Long
He
Island.
made that up.
No, that's the name of the school. It's named after some Native American shit. So this guy at my job told me that school is like the satellite school for the district. So for like some sports like track and field, gymnastics,
all share it.
they all the whole district all goes to that school for that so they all represent that school, so they have a bigger pool of athletes to draw from, so their program is better, and it's like those other schools are small, they don't have the same funding. So from what I've seen online, that school that they were at is one of those satellite schools, so that he did have the right to be in that tent because he doesn't go to that school, but the team that he plays for represents the tent that he's sitting under. So they were in the wrong. Plus, you're putting your hands on my property and you try to jump me. Then these people try to put pictures of him. Oh, look at him. He was a gang member because he's throwing up the middle finger and he has a gun. Come to find out,
Draco.
Come to find out that was an airsoft gun.
Airsoft Draco. But hold on.
So, and what is airsoft? Is that black people shit or white people shit?
White people shit.
Oh, okay. And then who was he in the picture with? White people.
White people.
Oh, okay.
And having a gun is constitutional.
Plus, they're in Texas. So people were saying, oh, should he be having a knife? You can walk around with a gun anywhere the fuck you want in Texas. So I'm wrong for having a knife? Because if you pull out a gun and shoot me, that's what's worse. But you could go ahead and have your rebuttal for these niggas. Oh, and also one thing I also wanted to say was that the dad, right? One thing I've noticed, especially, I don't really know that many white people, but it is shown a lot in movies and TV shows, and a majority of the time, movies and TV shows are representative of what's going on in real life. And a lot of the times, white men, they'll know that their son is a piece of shit.
Yep.
And they'll be like, but and they try to do what they can to cover for them as much as they can. And that dad going on TV like that, I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing. Damage control for like, listen, I'm not going to even try to be on some rah shit because I know my son is a piece of shit. People are saying that these kids were known bullies in the area. So what the hell are we talking about?
All right. You guys made a very good case. And this is where the defense attorney in me turns on a little bit. My clients, they might just be guilty, man. Honestly, the only real thing I got in this whole situation is, like, just to play a little defense, just because this would be boring if we all agree. Why he had a knife at a track event? What's that about?
For situations like this, he probably in a racist part of town.
Rather be caught with it than caught without it.
But then he's in jail now.
Nah, but see, my thing is though, you can get punched in your shit, hit your head on the floor, and be dead.
Oh my God, bro, that's such bullshit, bro. It's true. It is 100% true.
Nigga, you have been in a physical altercation where, you feel me?
I don't know what you're getting at.
All right. Where it looked like it was supposed to just be fists, and then it wasn't just that.
That's why I'm.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm on the white people's side.
But my thing is though, if you're not a small stature guy, and I still think the person is a pussy.
Yeah, the fight was over.
But also, nigga could be scared for us.
Nah, but the fight was over.
Do we know that for a fact?
No, he's talking about the situation. But no, I get what you're saying.
You feel me?
That's my only, honest to God, like just like not even trying to put no sauce on it. My only question in the whole thing was, why am I showing up to a track? You ever show up to a basketball game with a knife?
No.
You ever showed up to any?
But see, I'm also a different type of nigga.
I asked both niggas. Big nigga.
But see, there's also probably
I showed up with a gun.
There's also
to a basketball game. Why?
Because I just carried a gun with me all the time.
Okay, that's different.
When was this?
He's law enforcement. He's law enforcement. That's different.
This is a fact.
Yeah.
He's law enforcement.
You got that shit on you right now?
He's not law enforcement no more.
Oh.
He better not.
You got to return that shit?
Wrestle this nigga. It might get a little hot there. But that's my only thing on it. I think that I feel bad for all parties involved.
Nah, we can't do that, bro. I think you put your hands on a nigga. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I may feel bad for the father because he lost his son.
I feel bad.
But as far as like the culprit, you put your hands on people and shit. No, we not boxing. You and your brother, you and your brother was on some shit.
That nigga was there by himself.
Who?
That black kid, Carmelo.
Maybe
he was there with woman.
Told them Dukes.
I was picking man's up.
And I've been seeing that a lot. I've been seeing a lot of videos on social media of these white niggas jumping niggas. Like, what's up with that?
Can't fight 1-on-1. It's easy.
That shit is crazy though. You 200 pounds and you fighting a nigga that's 150 pounds.
Gotta jump.
Nah, you know niggas be feeling that inferior shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
I seen that.
Niggas that try to jump you. They see you doing them fucking pistol squat shit you be on.
I seen a
martial arts Negro.
I seen a bunch of white dudes get beat up by one black guy at the pool.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Boom bopping them niggas like one after another. Boom bop. So I get it, man. But man, I think you're right though. This could have been some race war shit. I'm thinking that. If this shit would have popped off differently, like if the dad was on some like, if he called Trump, if he was in the White House, I think.
Shout out to that. That's a good dad, man. Shout out to that. Dad.
Sundown America.
These niggas is wilding. Trump would have said that.
He would have repeated it. Yeah, niggas let him get that off the first time. He's gonna make an example the second time. But what do you think happens with this young man?
I think if he gets enough, no.
What? He's going
I
down.
think that if he gets enough funding for a lawyer from the public, which I believe he will, I think that
you think he will
funding from his community.
No, just like the internet.
No, that's what I mean. Like his community, the black community.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I seen
two, and one was fake. One was.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, one was fake.
You see what I'm saying?
That is the problem.
You see what I'm saying?
But that's the problem with niggas. But it's not niggas' fault. It's not niggas' fault.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite thing right here. When I say that about go ahead. It's not niggas' fault. Why not?
Because the only reason niggas have the mentality to be robbing and scamming from each other is because of how America was destroyed the black community.
But when I say that about black women, what he be saying to me? Them bitches gotta do what?
Oh no, you could think for yourself. because there's a difference between mass hysteria and one nigga making a fake GoFundMe. Because all these bitches acting like this is not the same as one nigga trying to scam niggas.
There's only one nigga we know about.
Yeah, exactly. One nigga's doing that scam. But there's somebody else that died yesterday. There's another nigga making a scam of that shit.
But I'm gonna tell you, scammers, when it comes to scamming, there's only really one nigga in a group that knows what he's doing. The rest of these niggas is just running around with like a chicken with their head cut off, and they running back to the nigga that knows what he's doing.
Yeah, you probably right about that.
So we think he does no time. Sometime
if he does get a sentence, it's gonna be very light.
Okay,
like he might get that. Well, I don't know the laws.
He's gonna have to do time.
You think he gets tried as an adult?
How old is he? 17?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, he may be.
Because I was thinking about the nigga from that killed Pop Smoke when he got a life as a juvenile and he got out when he was like 22. But I don't think they have that.
Texas is a little weird.
They got capital punishment out there, boy.
And I seen some shit that they saying niggas is dying in the jail because it's too hot. They have fans inside the jail. I don't even know how they did that because if I was an inmate, I just broke the fan.
That's a weapon.
Nah, they have that. They do that in Rikers.
Like the fans?
Yeah, and niggas do use it as a weapon.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the big ass fan, take the metal spoke out and be stabbing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How the fuck, man? That's why I could never go to jail. I wouldn't sleep for my whole sentence. I wouldn't sleep my whole sentence.
I seen this nigga Martin, and that nigga said he's just shit on himself. He just walk around with shit he had, and niggas not gonna touch him. shitty cuts, you heard? So,
man,
I think I'll do well in jail.
You go to jail.
I was actually like held with this nigga.
Yeah,
that nigga went in there on some TV shit. Yeah.
Nah, you're not.
Yo, my man, you can't sit there. No, we ain't doing that.
There was a nigga in there wild. I was like,
yeah.
This nigga.
Yeah, that's because they didn't put you in that first show with the nigga.
You was right.
That nigga made a noise in there. Oh, yo, officer, get me the fuck out of there. I'm out there. I'm gonna kill that nigga. Or he gonna kill me.
I'm walking in. I didn't know he got locked too. So I'm walking in, and I hear his voice. I was like, "What the fuck?" They're like, yo, get me out of here with this dude. And then so they escorted him in with me, and there was a nigga in there. I was like, what y'all in for? Type shit. Like we in a real jail. And I had just stopped working at juvenile detention, so I kind of understand how jail works a little bit. So I'm telling this nigga, like, what the fuck are you on, bro? Like, what are you here for? I killed a nigga. I can tell he was on some Dave Chappelle shit. So I'm like, nah, man, you gotta chill out. There's a Mexican nigga in there. We all came together eventually, but there was a Mexican nigga in there, and he came from Texas with a bang on him. They let him get on the flight with the gun and arrested him in New York.
Yeah, well, I'm like, how you get here? He's like, I got off and I had the gun. I'm like, he's like, in Texas, I would have been good. I'm like, yeah, but you wildin'.
That nigga in jail right now.
Yeah, he definitely did that time.
Nah, that's fucked up.
He had to.
I need to explain that to your family.
That nigga, his family left him. Yeah, you cheating.
Them niggas back in Mexico now.
Oh, yeah.
Dead. Back to up.
Nigga did his time. He sent back.
Yeah, he came back to nothing. What the fuck? His whole neighborhood different. Whoa, this is my house. What's going on, S.A.? Yeah, nah, here's a ticket. They'll be here. Yeah, shout out to Mexicans, man. But
oh man,
yeah. I just hope a young man goes through due process and he's found not guilty. Self-defense. I don't know the laws there, but it's tragic. But just it's fucked up. Let's keep it sports and let's keep it Carmelo. So Carmelo Anthony was announced to the Hall of Fame. I have some mixed feelings on that, and I'm gonna let the sports niggas go first. The niggas that play ball professionally go first.
You go first, Todd, because I'm gonna be disrespectful.
Shout out to Melo. Like first and foremost, shout out to Melo. He definitely well deserved it. I know niggas is probably gonna say what they say about the NBA Hall of Fame and it being weak, but nigga, Melo in our lifetime is literally one of the purest scorers we have ever seen. I seen this nigga jab step, pump fake, and cross the shit out of Zion Williamson, and he didn't even dribble. Like this nigga just looked straight confused off a jab step and a pump fake. There's nobody else in history of sport and basketball we've seen be able to fake niggas out without dribbling. We've seen this nigga bust LeBron's ass. We've seen this nigga bust Kobe's ass. We've seen this nigga go up against the greats. Unfortunately, never got a ring. But nigga, it's basketball. You can't win it every time. So
respect.
I think he deserves it. Shout out Carmelo.
You going next?
Yo, Carmelo is a. Now you go first.
I don't have a problem with Carmelo making the Basketball Hall of Fame because T-Mac made it, and Carmelo Anthony's better than T-Mac. I think both of them shouldn't be in there. But if T-Mac makes it, it's a lot of niggas you gotta let in.
Hold on, why not Carmelo? We're talking about up until recently the most Olympic points scored.
Okay.
This is we're talking about basketball. He's in a basketball Hall of Fame, not just the NBA, basketball Hall of Fame.
Okay.
That nigga has 3 gold medals.
Okay.
He has a college championship.
Okay.
Damn, I had to do something before I forgot, but yeah, you could go. I forgot one. I forgot one that I thought was definitely gonna win you over.
Those are good arguments, and I'm sorry. I think I watched just to compare it to another Hall of Fame. It may not be fair because it's a different sport, but Eli got 2 championships, and he was not the first ballot Hall of Fame. Luke Kuechly, the nigga on the Panthers, the linebacker that retired early.
Yeah.
That nigga's he's like one of the best linebackers.
Yeah,
He wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer for the NFL. I think the Hall of Fame should be either they redo it or they make a new one. That's like you have to be like one of them niggas to make it.
See, Melo, you telling me Melo ain't one of them niggas? He has shortcomings.
For this Hall of Fame, absolutely. Because to me, the cutoff was T-Mac. I'm being dead ass. Like, if T-Mac can make the Hall of Fame, why Stephon Marbury not in the Hall of Fame? That's how I look.
I think you can't, like, I feel the same way about T-Mac, but I kind of feel like you stepping on, like, T-Mac a little bit.
Nigga, that nigga's whack.
I don't think he's whack.
Whack is crazy.
These niggas ain't whack. None of them are whack.
Obviously, they not whack.
No, but T-Mac is not whack.
Like, yeah, I know, but like I be hating on not
nigga,
hating.
T-Mac,
I don't like
T-Mac and James Harden's the same nigga to me.
Nah.
Are you out of your fucking mind? T-Mac is top what in his position?
T-Mac type better than James Harden.
Are you crazy?
I'm bugging,
Yo,
right?
y'all
Like,
niggas
thank
lost
you.
y'all
You
mind.
bugging, bro. Nah, because
James
when
Harden is the
James,
third
only
best
reason why
shooting guard of all
we
you
respect
said
James
third?
Harden.
Yes, he's the third
Yeah, he's
best
tweaking.
shooting guard
Only
of
reason
all
why
time.
we still give James Harden a chance because he's in the league still. But when he's done and when he hasn't accomplished anything, he's up there with T-Mac, Carmelo, and himself.
Now, the thing that
Come
saves him
on,
is
bro.
the MVP, though. That saves him. Because that's hard to
Fucking Russell Westbrook has one.
That's y'all fault.
Come
I'm gonna
on,
let you go.
man. Come on. This nigga said
So-
James Harden's top 3 shooting guards. It's crazy.
You're stepping on Carmelo Anthony's moment because we just went from one Carmelo,
You right.
the killer, to
Carmelo the killer, nigga.
See,
So,
his
Carmelo-
community. Yeah, that nigga gonna get bailed from his community. All right.
Carmelo
Make a
Anthony.
GoFundMe and rob that nigga too.
He is somebody I've never liked as a basketball player. I'm not gonna
So
lie.
you biased. All right.
No, I'm not biased. It's just my
What's
opinion.
not to like, though?
Carmelo Anthony is, and I've said this before, but you might not remember. Carmelo Anthony is the CEO. He is the person who brought to the forefront. He is the most predominant person in the big booty basketball community.
I'm out of here.
Let me explain. Carmelo Anthony is the architect behind fat niggas being able to play basketball. Big, wide, hip, I can't run fast, I'm not agile niggas. He is that nigga. He is the king of big booty basketball.
Give me 2 other niggas so I know this ain't no gay shit.
Another big booty nigga, Kyle Lowry.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna say that.
That's big booty basketball.
Give me one more.
Another one. Oh, what's that nigga that's in China now? He was nice in college and he was on the
Jabari
Grizzlies.
Parker.
Oh, Jabari Parker definitely big booty basketball.
Nah,
No, I'm talking about the other nigga too.
Jaleel Okafor. Nah.
He got kind of
Yeah.
skinny.
The nigga
Was it
that
Jaleel?
Kenny Lofton,
Okay.
big booty basketball.
Yeah.
These are all big booty basketball niggas, and Carmelo Anthony is the pinnacle of big booty basketball.
But you could really
just
kind of call that like bully.
No.
Because Zach Randolph,
That's not big booty. That's different. Big
Zach
booty
Randolph
is
ain't really like
because we're talking about when I'm talking about big booty basketball. I'm talking about you have multiple you have guard skill sets still.
Oh, you just a
but
heavy nigga.
You just wide hip. You can't move fast. It's just like any fat nigga. You know fat niggas that got handles.
Yeah.
That's big
Chubbs,
booty.
actually.
All right, see.
I'm dead serious. You played with him before. He got a little handle for a dude his size. All right, go ahead, man.
But this is big booty basketball. Just like that shit you talking about. He crossed the nigga, did all this shit without even moving. That's big booty basketball-esque. That's it right there. Carmelo Anthony is that is one reason I will tip my hat to Carmelo, because he invented a whole play style. Or maybe not invented, but he is the pioneer
he's
of
the
said
pioneer.
play style.
That's fire. I didn't like where he was going at first. That's fire. So you think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame now, that's what I was going to say. Tracy McGrady made it, so Carmelo Anthony has some.
Yeah,
make it.
that's
Y'all niggas is bugging.
Nah,
man. Melo isn't like a skinny your teeth type of Hall of Famer. I think
he absolutely should be. You think he's a first ballot Hall of Fame?
100%.
First ballot is like
100%.
because Dwight Howard's got it. Think so. Was he first ballot?
Yeah, just no. He might not have.
Exactly.
Nah, he had to be.
I don't think
But
because
see,
they didn't say
Dwight
they,
Howard
they
also is in the top 10 scorer all time. That shit means something.
Nigga, Dwight Howard was the last big man to take a team. Nah, Jokic. But before Jokic, Dwight Howard was the last big man to take a team to the final.
But that's about it. Like, but we're
Dwight
talking
Howard
about
has like 5 rebound.
Shot blocking.
yeah, but we're talking about all right. So how long was he with the Magic?
Let's say 8 seasons.
Yeah, I'll say.
So that was in 8 seasons. That was the only time he was good.
Nah.
and Dwight Howard got a ring.
Nah, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Was that a good Dwight Howard? That ring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was good.
Yes.
Dwight Howard when he was with Atlanta, Dwight Howard was chilling too.
Shaq on the Miami Heat championship or Dwight on the Lakers? Who wins?
In the basketball game? Shaq.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, but
So
that's
you telling me Shaq was better than Dwight?
Yeah. Because Dwight was a role player.
That's all I'm saying.
Shaq wasn't really a role player. He was just
That's
second fiddle.
what I'm trying to say.
Nah,
Dwight
Yeah,
wasn't.
Dwight
Shaq
Howard's better than Carmelo, though.
Who?
Dwight Howard's better than Carmelo.
Maybe at the peak, not for longevity.
Okay, but he's better.
He's more decorated and he has a
Yeah,
championship.
he's more decorated and he's just better.
Yeah, because at his peak, he was. First of all, Carmelo plays the same position as LeBron.
Okay.
So that means automatically he's not gonna fucking get that. What's that shit? The all NBA first.
Shit?
Yeah, he's not gonna get that.
Okay.
But if he was a different position than LeBron, and niggas could also argue he could have won Rookie of the Year.
Okay, no,
It's shit like that. And I feel like niggas gotta understand that LeBron takes up space.
Yeah, I agree.
It makes it harder to exist, and he. Just at least to me, Carmelo didn't fall in the fucking wayside when LeBron was taking up all the space. But Carmelo was competing.
Nah, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, nigga. Come on, bro.
Competing with what? They had the one player.
No, not competing like neck and neck as players, but nigga, this nigga was in the West.
Bro, honestly,
he was an all-star.
Once KD came into the NBA, that Carmelo shit was quiet. The New York Knickerbockers saved Carmelo's name.
Saved the Knicks saved Melo.
Yeah,
nigga, Melo saved.
Nah,
the
I
Knicks,
did,
bro.
No.
Melo saved the Knicks, bro. The Knicks have been a joke my whole fucking life.
Yeah,
let's be for real.
Yeah.
Them niggas started being something you could stand next to and not get shit on.
Because niggas became household names just by being on the Knicks.
Melo was a household name before. Like,
and then if he would have went to fucking Utah,
if he didn't punch Marty Collins in the face, he would have won scoring title that year.
All
bro,
right. I'm not trying to shit on Melo.
Y'all niggas is something else, bro.
That's fine.
Y'all niggas is something else, bro. We talking about basketball Hall of Fame. Yeah. This nigga Melo has done more than enough for basketball and in basketball.
I walk back my take a little bit. He should be a Hall of Famer, but he shouldn't be first ballot.
Not first ballot, no. If Dwight Howard can't be first ballot, he can't be first ballot.
Dwight Howard is overrated.
What? Dwight was underrated.
He's so criminally underrated. He wasn't even a top 75 player, but
exactly.
fucking
that's the politics shit. We know he's like, come on, we know he's that good. I'm just talking about on the scale, like niggas is acting like he played great for 13 seasons. That nigga hasn't
played great for like 7. That's a lot.
That's enough to be respected. But like my nigga,
but he got injured. Carmelo didn't get injured.
Come on, bro. Fucking this. Bro.
Carmelo just got whacked. He didn't get injured.
He did not get whacked.
How he got out the league?
He started getting on that black bullshit. Niggas didn't want
because he was whacked.
Nah, hell no.
He's not contributing to winning basketball.
Niggas is crazy.
So I'm gonna pick you up.
He was contributing to winning basketball. He played on the fucking OKC, the Thunder, when they was fucking making that little run.
Oh, you talking about when Paul George was doing everything?
Paul George was doing everything?
Paul George and Russell Westbrook, yeah.
Okay.
That was
a third fiddle. What the hell are you talking about?
That was a sad big.
That was the worst big three of all time.
The worst big three of all time is
now James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and whoever else is over there.
It's a Norman Powell.
Anything bad right now has to do with James Harden right now.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yo, nigga, you know what's crazy?
What do you mean? What is James Harden doing?
Niggas was talking about James Harden fell off and all that shit. The nigga was averaging 25 and 10. That's a fall off.
When was he doing that?
Every season, nigga. What are you talking about?
I gotta see that.
Look it up.
I gotta see that.
Look it up.
You know why James Harden was really, really good? Because they let him travel. I'm wildin'.
Oh my God.
They stopped letting him travel.
No, this is the same nigga.
And I used to vouch for the nigga. And then I realized this nigga's not playing basketball.
He actually is
backwards.
No, he actually is playing basketball because if you look at the rule book, he figured out a way.
He gets a gather step, then another gather step, then 2 steps.
No, I can dribble the ball. I can take 2 steps back. Yes, if my hand doesn't go under the ball, everything's legal. I can take 1,000,000 steps as long as my hand stays on top of the ball. This is not a carry.
Only in the hood.
Exactly.
You do that shit in the basketball court in the hood.
But what about that one where he does this, right? And then takes another 2 steps back.
He dribbled already. He dribbled, took a step.
Once your steps
but
don't
am I
count.
bugging? Is what I'm saying like far-fetched? This is not the first time you heard this argument. Basically,
that's because niggas don't know the rules.
Yeah, he thinks it's a bad argument.
This is the white people shit versus black people shit.
Oh.
You being a white man right now.
White.
What I'm trying to tell you is I used to fuck with James Harden. But when niggas like you start acting like James Harden's something better than what he is. No. But see, this is why we talk about windows. When James Harden was doing that shit for 4 or 5 seasons, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, D-Wade's gonna have to move to the side because this nigga's the truth. But now when you put the whole timeline of a nigga career, James Harden can't fuck with D-Wade.
So averaging 25 and 10 makes you whack?
Nah.
I gotta see that for real.
Look it up. He does it every year. James Harden has not had a bad season ever.
Because he's not winning. That's the problem.
James Harden's not had a bad season ever. And if it wasn't for the Warriors, which is the greatest team of all fucking time, how many rings would James Harden have?
That's how I feel about Melo.
0.
I don't know about.
He wasn't gonna beat LeBron.
You're crazy. He was gonna beat LeBron in 1 year.
Which one? What are we talking about?
The year that these all the niggas got hurt, and it was LeBron by himself. He's gonna win that year.
Oh, the year that he fucking shot 1 for 13 against the Warriors.
Yeah, he had a bad game.
I was rooting for that nigga, bro.
Yeah, he had a bad game.
That nigga Josh Howard. It wasn't Josh
Nigga,
Howard.
he's the only nigga.
No, Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
Yo, you know them niggas.
Yeah, we try to carry them niggas. I remember that time. Josh Smith had like fucking.
Corey
he
Brewer.
started going crazy.
Yeah, those
I'll
the
tell you
toughest
right
teams.
now,
Those
bro.
are some of my favorite teams of all time. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite team, especially in 2K, was a team with Patrick Beverly and Jeremy Lin and James Harden and Dwight Howard. And 2K, I said.
Yeah,
Wait, that's why you gotta love basketball, because like there's room for shit like that, and I think that's why you niggas is like being a little hard on Carmelo, because like basketball is very subjective.
Yes.
Very subjective. And when a nigga tell you that this nigga's first ballot, and to look at that nigga and be like, yeah, he's bugging because Dwight Howard isn't, I think that's not fair, bro.
That is fair, because first ballot is a certain level of prestige. And if somebody's better than you and they don't get that same prestige, I'm looking at this nigga like you full of shit.
But like, I guess I was gonna ask you a question, but I kind of would answer it in the opposite way I would want you to answer it. But like, if the 7 years or 8 years Dwight Howard had was definitely phenomenal. But if you could have a 16-year career, and it started off really good, and then it just gradually drops maybe after year 10, 11, which career would you take? Both players played probably 14 seasons.
I'm top 5 in the league for my 7, 8 years.
Your first 7, 8 years. You're clearly.
And then after that, I get injured and become a role player. Because that's what happened.
With Dwight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You would choose the Dwight career?
And do our careers last in the same amount of time?
Yeah, let's say about 16 seasons. Well, no. I would Melo probably went 16, probably 18. No, I think he went 18.
No, yeah, but
so Dwight's probably on 14, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you get an extra 4 years if you're player B.
Honestly, I would rather Dwight Howard, because when I'm young and in my prime, I get to be the best of all time. Really, really, that's really what it was.
Like
one of the best players of all time.
Prime Dwight Howard
is one of the
best players of all time.
If you're top
I think when you have niggas like Jokic, and then like getting into the mix, I think that's where it kind of gets a little hard.
But I'm saying best players of all time, like we talking about the top 75, and everybody says Dwight Howard should.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean like that? Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I'm the best player of all time for the first 7, 8 years of my career, and then after I become a role player, honestly, I'm more comfortable with that, because when I was young and it was my time, and then as I gotten older, I look at the lay of the league, and when I'm a role player, I have more chances to fit into different systems and become a winner now. Because most people don't win when they're in their prime.
No.
They win when they're towards the tail end of their prime or out of their prime. And if you're just, I have to be that nigga all the time, that's what happened with Melo. Because he is the type of player that has to be that nigga, but that's not going to make him win. He's never going to win being that nigga. He never won being that.
But see, I think Melo had that problem because, nigga, who on the team scores better than him?
Scoring is only one facet of the game.
But like, who scores better than him?
Paul George.
Like, would you take the?
He did.
He does. What? Paul George, as much as I shit on Paul George.
That season was phenomenal.
As much as I shit on Paul George.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about one season.
Yeah, but that's...
Like if you was use the whole career of Paul George and be like, all right, I need a bucket, knowing how inconsistent he's been lately, the last 4 or 5 seasons, would you still choose him over Melo to shoot the last shot?
Nah.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, Dwight Howard first 7 seasons phenomenal, but like I'm just the way I'm grading it is off the entirety of their career, and I just feel like Melo has always been top tier scorer. Up until maybe he was on the Blazers, where obviously I don't want him shooting taking more shots than fucking Dame Lillard.
Nah, I think the OKC shit was it, fam.
Yeah, that was it. That was the end. And I would
I wouldn't want him to take more shots.
I would 100% rather Dwight Howard's career, because you can make a living being a role player. You're not going to make a living being a washed up nigga.
That's fact.
But see, they didn't look at Melo as being washed.
Who didn't?
Who didn't? Because that's why he's out the league, because he's washed up.
That's literally why he's out the league. He didn't get hurt.
Nigga, it was in year 18 when he was all right. We could say LeBron got him that last job. But other than that, the Blazers, That shit wasn't. And that nigga was being blackballed, bro. That nigga said it, bro.
No,
that nigga said it. That nigga said it. Fucking down in Houston, they was doing that whole ass shit. That niggas is bugging.
All right.
You want to talk that New York shit, and you ain't really about that shit, bro.
Nigga,
Let it be Jim Jones, though.
That nigga from Baltimore.
That nigga's from New York. That nigga's from fucking the other.
Make some shit up.
From Red Hook, from the other Far Rock.
It's a Far Rock of Brooklyn.
He's right.
I never thought about that. That's a bar.
Shout out Melo, man. All right, let's keep it sports. My favorite point guard in the NBA, John Morant. He's being treated unfairly to me. So John Morant once again gets in trouble for making gun gestures. Draymond snitched on him, by the way.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem. But you can continue.
But when they showed like the game, some player did him first, and he's just responding. So why John Morant can't do gun gestures? Why is he being singled out by the NBA? Can somebody explain that to me?
Because
he pulled a gun on a fucking little kid, and he was flashing guns on the internet multiple times. He beat that case.
Don't do that. He beat that case.
So he just forever, for the rest of his life, he can't make a gun gesture.
Yo, if you have two kids, right?
Yes.
You have a kid. You have a boy named King, and you have a girl named Queen.
Mm-hmm. Don't put that on me though. Okay.
So King, every time you sit at the dinner table, he spills his juice all over the table. He does it 5 nights in a row. You tell King, listen, I need you to stop spilling your juice on the table, or else you're gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna take away your Nintendo Switch. King does it again. You take away his Switch for a week. So now King is thinking about spilling his juice. Now Queen spills her juice on the table. Then King spills his juice on the table the same day.
Okay.
Who are you going to be more mad at for spilling their juice?
Both of them.
Yeah, but you know King has a problem spilling his juice.
I actually feel sorry for him.
Can't even help it.
He can't help it. Fuck is your problem, Queen? You just watch this nigga spill his shit for 6 weeks. You think it's funny what you doing there? Or hardy or hard?
Yeah, you know what? I think he may got you.
Ain't no juice in the house.
Nah, because he's being full of shit right now.
Nah, but I get what you're saying, but I make Queen white. That's my problem. Is like, I don't think as a black man it's okay for white niggas to be gun gestures, and then I can't do it back.
But see, the thing is though, also what I kind of was like, I didn't know somebody else did it to him, but it was another kid that took a shot. I forgot what team he was on.
He was like,
yeah, he was scared to do it. So apparently the league has, I guess, sent out a warning that niggas can't do it. So that's my only problem with John Morant doing it. It's just like, my nigga, like, you are the star, bro.
Yeah, I'm actually bullshitting. John Morant's bugging the fuck out.
Stupid nigga of the week.
It's John Morant?
Yeah, fucking dumbass nigga. I'm tired of this nigga.
He's my favorite.
I want to root for that nigga so bad.
Me too. That's what hurts. That's what hurts.
Yeah, this nigga, he fucking your own shit up. You got the black people not even fucking with you buying this shit.
He gotta
like,
chill out.
What are you doing?
What really ruins it for me is that niggas is saying he grew up in the suburbs. Like, his name is not even Ja.
Yeah, that's a great.
Like, I don't know.
I can't find. And one of the pictures you can see his pops doing it in the background too.
That's what I got a problem with. That's what I got.
This nigga think he's doing some Allen Iverson shit. Like, nigga, you're not pushing back, nigga.
Niggas gotta talk to his dad.
I gotta find that picture, bro.
When I
looked at that shit, and I'm like, is that his pops bag? You could definitely tell that's his pops doing the fucking gun shit.
The beginning of the end for John Morant was when his pops and Usher was in the same building.
Yeah.
That was it. Once they made his pops a star, it was over, man. Damn.
I said, niggas don't know how to like handle the fame.
They gotta do that LeVar Ball shit. Just like don't go like LeVar was a star without his sons, basically. Like he didn't need his sons. Yeah, shout out John Morant.
Oh man.
But I think it's over.
Now let's speak on fucking Draymond Green.
Oh, tell him.
So I really don't have a problem with trying your best to fucking, I guess he wanted a technical or ejection. Yeah, so I don't have a problem with doing what you got to do to win. But it's when you're a certain type of character and you mock other niggas for doing that shit when it's you. And then like now you the guy doing the fucking finger point, and it's just like, that shit really bothers me.
I think Draymond is putting winning above everything. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He don't care. Every game matters.
But like, it doesn't bother you when like
No, I didn't like
like let's say a person that claims to be some type of tough guy, he just walks around slapping people all day.
Yeah.
And then another nigga come around bigger and tougher than him, slaps him, and he don't even fight back.
Yeah,
he don't fight back.
That's the worst type of. Nah, I'd rather watch that nigga lose a fight than not fight. Like, yeah, nigga got me today, but nah, yeah, he's one.
Like, I would have rather Draymond been on something like, all right, fuck, I'm just get ejected. I'm gonna press you.
Yeah,
and then
I'm pointing on gun at Steph.
That's the shit I would have. That's the shit I wanted to
You
see.
see Josh Dad in the back pull out a bigger gun. Hey, get off my
fucking.
It's over, man.
Man, but oh man, that shit just bothered me, and that's
being black is mad funny. Like it's really.
There's a lot of invisible rules, man. We gotta live by.
It's mad funny, man. Nigga, Jock can't put the gun down. What the fuck is wrong with that nigga?
Nigga mentally ill.
That nigga said
it's the music.
That nigga didn't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
I seen that shit. I thought the shit was old. I'm like, oh, this nigga.
I think that was the second time he did it too.
Yeah,
I think the first time he didn't get in trouble.
It's crazy, bro.
They hit the game winner on my team. Calling niggas pigeon. That's the thing though. Yo, he really is on Small Ivers and shit. Now niggas gonna be calling you a pigeon when you can't guard. Where he got that from?
I don't know. I've seen that somewhere.
That's a New York diss.
That's
a New York diss.
That New York thing. Fucking glasses Malone was on. Yeah. Hey, niggas is playing with the town. I ain't driving around. I see you. Niggas is pigeon.
The pigeon. I ain't seen a pigeon nowhere else but New York. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was in Miami. What the fuck are you talking about? I seen the pigeon on me. I do what I do. Some shit like that.
That's disrespectful.
Shout out John Morant, man.
Oh man.
All right. Speaking of niggas going broke, we wasn't speaking about that, but I want to pivot to Adam 22, the West Coast correspondent. You let us know what's going on the West Coast, man. Adam 22 saying no jumpers going broke.
I don't know what's going on with that. That nigga full of shit, though. That nigga say anything for fucking clicks. That nigga said that his girl lied to the feds when the feds came to his house to fucking... Because they said that the feds was looking for him for some shit, and his girl answered the door, and she said, oh, he's not home, and blah, blah, blah. He went on the internet and said that. First of all, she'll be in jail for obstructing justice. You cannot just lie to the fucking federal police when they come into your house. So this nigga just willing to do and say anything on the internet for money and clicks. Because if niggas think he's going broke, then they gonna go watch the video and find out what's going on so he get views on one video. Because he make fun of other niggas for going broke. So that nigga full of shit.
I thought you was like, you rocked him.
No. I did used to watch his shit until he had a falling out with the other niggas that left the show. And then I'm like, oh, this nigga a bitch. Because, well,
yeah,
my perception of it was he doing some bitch ass shit. And like the things that followed that also made me like turn off. Like I don't watch no jumper stuff.
Because I mean, the niggas that I would assume you're talking about is the reason why he was able to transition to the nigga he is now. Like getting all the niggas to kind of respect it.
Yeah.
So he's being sued, right, for like sexual misconduct.
He is?
Yeah, I don't think it's him personally. I think like the business is getting sued because I read something online that somebody's brother, it's a woman, she's suing no jumper because somebody's brother was like sexually harassing her, and he has that lawsuit on him. I think the beginning of the end for him was when he let that dude smash his wife. I think
nah, it was before that.
Oh, for real? Because I don't really.
That was recent. When the niggas left the show, that was the beginning and the end.
Okay, so
and then he let the nigga fuck his wife after that.
It was AD in them that left.
Yeah.
What about the black girl? I think she was pretty dope too.
You talking about Gina?
Yeah, I think she's dope.
Yeah, she's part of the other crew. Like all the black people's like stuck together.
Who the fuck is Gina?
Gina Views. She do like interviews with people, and she have her own podcast and shit like that.
Then that nigga Sharp, which I have a problem with. Yeah.
You don't like Sharp?
Nah, I don't like pimps.
Oh, you definitely did say that before.
Yeah, I did a lot of research on pimps. Nah, they probably one of them. Like, you see the way niggas talk about drug dealers in the black community? They should speak about pimps the same way, even worse, honestly.
Nah, we love pimps.
Yeah, that's the problem. So, I don't believe Sharp. Like,
I don't even believe him. I do feel like a lot of them niggas do be characters. Besides the gang niggas, I feel like the gang niggas
be characters too.
Nah, yeah, like Brick Baby, he definitely be playing some type of character. He be extra, but what I mean, like I think them niggas really do be gang members, like active gang
Oh yeah,
members.
they are. Yeah, you can't pretend that, especially in LA.
Yeah.
But I mean, if No Jumper is gone, I'm actually happy. I think it should go. I think it's a blight.
I like. See, I like when I'm a real competitive dude, and like I do. Even though I joke on New York, I do want us to be the most dominant, superior coast and state. But I like how I felt like them niggas had everything in house. I feel like them niggas was representing their coast, and they was putting their coast people, like they was putting the people on from the coast.
Yeah, they made them stop.
Yeah, so like I just feel like New York or even East Coast, they need something like that where like if I'm an East Coast rapper, I know I gotta come on Gas Money Podcast, or I know I gotta do this. And I feel like that's what that was for out there.
Gotcha. But it was ran by a white pedo.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was just giving more respect to the product, not you know,
that's fair.
Not the.
I always used to say this. I respect what he built. I respect what Act built, but I just don't rock with them.
Yeah.
I don't know them personally, but I just don't rock with them. But so you want No Jumper to continue?
I personally don't give a fuck. I just was like saluting the whole like
the hustle.
If there's anybody on the East Coast, or like if I know we're not that type of network, but if there's anybody building something, I think somebody on the East Coast, New York specifically, should be doing a avenue for artists and comedians, gang members, scammers, strippers to have like, you know,
I think that's
a platform.
I think that's us.
Yeah. I think that is.
If you build it, they'll come.
No, they had the CC show for a while, but that was just
Where?
live.
Them niggas?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, now them niggas is wilding. Them niggas want to go get some New York niggas?
Nah. I don't think the CC show was going to be like that because it didn't have production, right?
Nah, the nigga was just going Instagram live. He really wasted that moment because I don't think he really gave a fuck, but I mean, he's just like short-sighted or like small mentality about it, in my opinion, because he really could have just like rented the studio space and did the shit. But then a lot of shit was based around violence. And
My favorite CC show moment was when they had that GQ Casanova nigga on there. He's like, why you playing with your hood like that?
I ain't never seen you walk around. That shit was crazy. That nigga must have been for real. You ain't heard about that nigga ever since. They got rid of that nigga.
Yeah, that was an old nigga too.
Yeah, that was an old jail nigga.
Shit is crazy.
Yeah, that shit used to be so funny. I used to see my friends go up there. I'm like, damn, these niggas.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I used to see mad niggas I fuck with be up there.
That's dope.
But that's what I found out because like if you a lot of niggas I fuck with, they like really somebody, but it's like they just my man, so I don't really know. Yeah. And then I see like certain shit happen, or like their name be mentioned in certain conversations. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Especially when I was working in jail. Like a lot of All
right. There goes that. But let's wrap on this last topic. Cash, you proposed a question to the group. How important is having fun in life? You want us to go first?
Yeah. Well, I'll just explain my thought process behind it. So, like, when I look at my life, I don't really how I started thinking about it, because the other day I was out with my girl and she was like, yo, is your life fun? And I thought about it and I was like, I've never lived in a way where I prioritize having fun over like what my long-term goal was in life. And I feel like I've robbed myself of a lot of experiences because of that mindset. But at the same time, it's like, I think niggas be trying to have too much fun. Like, I know a lot of niggas that, for example, like I was a basketball player and, you know, shit didn't work out for me. I've been injured and all this shit. And like, I didn't have the opportunity to make a career out of playing basketball.
You were 5'4".
Whatever. So, I knew once I lost my scholarship when I was in high school and I ended up having to go to like a regular college, I was like, yeah, it's over. Like, I just stopped giving a fuck. I'm like, yeah, it's over. So I knew that I'm going to have to get a regular job and like basketball is going to have to be like on the back burner. I'm going to have to figure out how to make money. Because that was always my goal, was to make money playing basketball. And I know a lot of niggas, even at this age now, I'm approaching 30 and my peers are still based their whole life around playing basketball. And it's like, I get it, you enjoy playing basketball, whatever, and like that's fun to you, whatever. But after a certain point, you have to stop having fun and worry about things that matter.
I think I just think your thought process, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just too bleak because I definitely think there's a balance. I think you're kind of going a little bit too far on the not fun spectrum, but I think life without fun is kind of sad. Like I have had a lot of really fun moments with my guy right here, Chubbs, and like we had a group of dudes that we was going out like religiously, like, and I can't get those moments. I used to explain it to my girl all the time, right? Because she used to be like complaining, like, "Oh, why y'all niggas bitches? That's all y'all niggas care about is fucking hoes." I had to explain it. I was like, "Nah, you got to understand, right? The way that men's lives break up, I can never go back to this. Like this moment, my early 20s to my late 20s, I can't get those years back because I can't be 37 in the club popping bottles and feel good about myself because everybody else around me is gonna be 22." I can do this boyfriend girlfriend shit forever. I could do the trips to Turks and Caicos. I could do we go get manis petties together, the massage, the kids. That shit's gonna be there forever. But this little finite time to have as much fun as possible, it's not gonna be there forever. And I can't get those moments back. And I love that I experienced that. And when I look at dudes that, I don't want to use you as an example, but when I look at dudes that didn't have a period of that, because I really don't know if you did or not. To me, like I feel like they missed something. Like, damn, they never got to experience this. Like getting on a flight with your friends for the first time in a new city. You don't know shit that's gonna happen. You just happy to be there. Y'all gonna get there and figure it out. Or like going to a new place or a new spot. A new, I just got this new car. Like, yo, we about to go paint the town red. Like, I can't get those moments back. And I think fun is very important in life.
Yeah. I would think it took the words right out of my mouth. But the example you use for basketball, I feel like a lot of niggas have they have an identity crisis when it comes to pivoting away from something that they kind of hung their hat on for so long. So like, I remember, this is actually how I felt recently when it came to the rap shit. It was just like, I could obviously keep trying to get rich off this shit. And then you kind of look at it and be like, nah, this just ain't for me. And I'm pretty sure for a lot of niggas, it's a lot harder to have that conversation because they done spent so much time putting themselves into this shit that when it's time to separate, they don't know how else to occupy their time. So a lot of niggas, I feel like a lot of niggas, especially with basketball, they not trying to go from hooping to working a 9 to 5. Like somebody like you understand that, like, all right, if I'm not doing this, I'm not gonna continue chasing this. I'm gonna try to find something else to better my life working a regular job. So that's just kind of how I feel about that situation. I feel like fun is mad important because niggas be fucking jumping off of buildings and shit without that shit.
Because like my thing is, well, it's not really. So like how you were saying about Pop growing up and Pop having those experience, right? Like when y'all tell a lot of stories, I cannot relate to that because I've never been like, even when you're talking about the thing with women, like bringing bitches around to be with your mans and all that shit, I cannot relate to a lot of those experiences because I've never had like the group of friends. Like I'm always chilling with my niggas. Like even like when I was working in jail and niggas be like, yo, you never been like, oh, I went to DR with my mans and blah, blah, blah. Like you never took a bro trip before? I'm like, no. Like fuck am I doing that for? Like, but I think that comes from me growing up, how I grew up with not having money to do most of the shit that everybody else was doing. So my mindset is I've never thought about like, yo, I'm about to go take a vacation with my man. So I'm like, I remember one time when I was a kid, I was talking to my brother-in-law and he was talking about going on vacation. And I was like, nah, it's a waste of money. He's like, what do you mean it's a waste of money? You go to experience, you go see something new. I was like, yeah, but I know if I go on vacation and I'm working a job and I take a week off of work, or whatever. And if you're working like a little bullshit job, you're not getting paid for that week off of work.
Nope.
So you go spend all your money on vacation, and you come back and you have no money from your check. Mm-hmm. So now you're gonna be broke. So I'm gonna go somewhere else to have this experience that's gonna make me waste all this money, and then come back and have even less money times 2. I'd rather just go. If I'm gonna spend money, I'm rather go just get fly.
But see, the thing is when you put it like that, like how old was you when you had that? Like, and I was like
18.
See, my thing is like, now since you know better, you know you could have went a week without getting paid. Like
no,
at 18.
Well, no, I was like 20 or something like that.
But like even still, like
no, I couldn't.
It's not like you would have missed paying rent.
No, I haven't.
all right, your life is a little different. But see, for me,
Nigga, that's why
if
you was
I
broke.
knew better,
You was doing adult things at
yeah,
fucking.
you was being a grown man.
Yeah, as a child's age.
Like
nigga.
once I got my car and yeah, like
If I knew better, I actually got a second job to supply to fund my rap shit.
Oh, yeah, I hate
I would have never did that if I knew what I knew now.
You missed out on
It's
a
like,
lot of
yeah,
shit.
a lot of the times I think men, especially black men, we put a price on our time, and then like we realize eventually that like we kind of should have just went with the time and just enjoyed ourselves and then figured it out later. I do think a lot of niggas though have a hard time balancing. I think you just have to be the right nigga.
That's the balance. Yeah.
Because you could also be like, fuck it, I'm in my 20s. I don't got to give a fuck about anything. And then you fuck around, wake up 30.
Yeah.
And then
We know niggas like that too.
exactly. You done set no type of foundation for yourself.
that's the thing I'm talking about, because it's like, well, one thing I benefit from not having is I don't have FOMO. Like that is not even a thing in my life at all. Like FOMO is like fear of missing out. Like, oh, what if I would have did this?
Nigga, I got that shit bad.
Yeah, like
OD, I got that shit
I
bad.
like when it'll be a time like it'll be like niggas went out and niggas didn't invite me or some shit. I don't give a fuck at all. Like it has like no effect on my life. Or like, yo, I was supposed to go on this trip, but I have work, so I couldn't go. Like that shit does not bother me in the slightest bit. So I feel like that's one thing I've been, because obviously a normal person, like it's normal to have that, and you get that feeling of resentment from not being able to go, and you're like, I'm gonna make sure I go that time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I
So,
don't know.
so what you do for fun now?
That's the other thing. Like this is about to make me sound crazy though,
But you are.
like I don't really see nothing as fun. Like like if I'm being perfectly honest, like
What about video
like,
games?
So this is my thing. Fun. What would you say something that is fun? Like something that you couldn't if you, because I could remove these things from my life and be perfectly fine. Like if you tell me, obviously I grew up playing basketball my whole life and all this shit, and I still play basketball now. I enjoy doing it to a certain extent. But if you tell me, yo, can't play basketball no more.
Oh yeah, I could be fine with that. And I loved basketball.
Video games for me.
I was saying I play
If you
video
take
games,
away video games from me, my life drastically gets worse.
but I play video games all the time, and I think I could just not play video games.
I don't even get a chance no more. This may sound pretty sad, but this is fun for me.
You know, this is dope.
So like if I couldn't live without this. If let's say obvious, I don't know how, I mean, we would have to probably communicate, but let's say like I couldn't have like normal conversations with y'all.
Yeah.
Like not how's your day or how's work.
like real conversation.
Like
You
just
see what's
bullshit.
going on?
Just
Yeah.
talking shit. Yeah, that would probably be like it for me. Like, yeah, I would just.
Because I was talking to my girl about that too. Because we got to an argument, whatever.
Quit the fucking pod, nigga.
No,
You
no,
niggas
no.
is wasting your fucking
No,
time.
I almost had that conversation.
But I was saying like I could just not do this, and I would be like my life wouldn't like I don't feel like my life would change. Like I could like obviously this is something we do all together, and I do think it's important to have a community and to speak to your friends and all this type of shit. But before we started doing this, when is the last time you think we seen each other?
Yeah.
Honestly
You got a
speaking.
point.
Friendsgiving.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
yeah, you actually around more like 'cause Friendsgiving is actually like a closed off thing. Like niggas don't
Yeah,
really
but
know
okay.
about it or get invited unless you.
before Friendsgiving then.
Nah, very. Look,
Yeah,
first of all, the fact that you're even on this pod was happenstake. I was on the game. You just like joined me. Like, hey, what's going on? And then we came here. So I get your point. Like you don't really need this. I get you.
Yeah, and even like with my friends that I play basketball with, like my younger friends, I'll be telling you like I be helping them out with bad shit. And
So nigga, what keeps you going? My bad to cut you off, but I just
money.
feel
Nigga love
that's
money.
it.
I guess.
Because I feel
Childhood
like so
trauma.
I had this thing. And my bad. You do you want to finish that? Like, because I did feel like I
Oh
cut
no,
you off.
I was saying because we were talking about something regarding something, and I was like, nigga, you think if I wasn't playing this game so much, you think I'll be talking to y'all niggas like this?
That's fucked up.
It's not.
What
It's
type
not
of
fucked
nigga-
up.
that's
It's not fucked up. It's not fucked because we were talking about people being friends with each other and
Yeah.
how often they talk.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about basically like playing in this league versus this league,
Yeah.
and then if you have a friend that puts you in this league or some shit, and I was like, nigga, what does that mean? Like, what is talking to somebody so often have to do with being able to play in this league? Like, nigga, if I wasn't talking to y'all could still play in the league, but I wouldn't be talking to y'all this much. So it was like,
This nigga evil.
that's not evil. That's just it's true though. Because if we wasn't playing the game together all the time, we wouldn't be talking to each other every day. Because I don't feel like I need to talk to them. Yeah. I do, and I'm not saying that I don't enjoy talking to them, but I don't need to. But what was you gonna say?
So, this is my biggest fear in life. Like my biggest fear in life.
Be careful, somebody gonna use this again.
That like I've been trying to like get financial freedom for so long that my fear is that when I get it and I achieve it, I feel like I beat the game.
Mm.
And then it's just like, what do you strive for? I'm pretty sure I'll find something new. But it's like I've literally have woken up every day probably since I was like 16, 17 and be like, nah, I got to get rich.
I think Jay-Z had a good point. I'm going to misquote him, obviously. But when you beat the game in that regard, then the next thing is to elevate all your people. So you get your brother on. He's self-sufficient, making money. Like, maybe never be as rich as you, but he's rich too. And then your friends. And you just keep branching out. Like, because it's never going to end. Yeah. If you really, your social circle is actually a lot bigger than you think. Because it's going to just keep spreading down to other people. Like, you might meet a dude that, damn, the nigga that I used to get my sandwich with in the morning, like, let me see if I can help out his situation. Yeah. So I think that's how you do it. And you don't, like, turn into a crazy maniac only caring about yourself if you can spread out the wealth. Because it's easy to these niggas to get on, but the hard part is making sure, like, your right-hand man don't look broke. And then remember, he going to have niggas, too. And then, I think that's how you can do it, honestly. It's the only way I can think of.
So you think you ever make so much money that it's like, yeah, actually, like
that you feel like you beat the game?
Yeah, like you feel like what's like the thing that when you wake up in the morning, obviously besides your lady and creating a life for yourself that you could be proud of, what is the, because it's not like you wake up in the morning and be like, I can't wait to get back home from work to get on the video game, or I can't wait till Sunday so I could play ball with these niggas because you just basically said like I could live without this shit. So what is it that you wake up in the morning and be like, bet I'm gonna give today my all because this is what I want to like. This is what I'm striving for.
Besides money, you talking about?
Yeah, or anything like money because obviously you live for your girl too. So.
Well, we have to paint a different situation and like say I woke up and I already have the money and everything. That's what you're saying, right? I would just try to. Honestly, I would just be trying to be in the best shape I could be.
Yeah, well, what happens after that? I say you're the most brolic and the richest nigga in the world. What?
Then I would worry about fashion.
Man, get this nigga the fuck out of here.
No, that's real.
Because I'm just really wondering, because like I said, what my fear is, I was just wondering what's like, all right,
you don't got that fear. That nigga already got his shit mapped out.
I don't need none of you niggas.
First, I'm gonna get money, I'm gonna get brolic, I'm gonna get fly.
And I got my list.
Yeah, like I'm not scared of that.
He don't gotta play the game ever again. He ain't gotta fucking.
So if I was like a billionaire, right, and I never had to worry about working for anything, and then I just had to find something that I was like passionate about doing. I mean, this is gonna sound like some crazy shit too. But one thing, like you know how they say.
Actually, I would go back to dancing.
Nah, you know how they be saying like, if you had all the money in the world, you have to work. But what would you do for work? I would be like a wildlife photographer.
All right, so that's good.
Nigga made that up, bro.
No.
I don't believe it. You ever heard him mention an animal?
But see that.
I have.
He feel like he don't have the time to talk about it. He's like he just dry type of nigga.
Come here every week. That nigga never mentioned one animal.
If you go,
he ain't gotta talk to you about it. You not hear what this nigga just told you. We ain't gotta talk.
Yeah,
nigga.
I phone. You right.
I mean, because like I remember I had a conversation when I was in college with one of my well, he was my boy at the time, and I was telling him because this is my first time coming to the realization of this, and I was like, yo, like you know how like I don't even know why we got this conversation, but I was like, we just went out and we had a good time and we laughing and joking and all this shit, but it's like, yo, I did not need this.
Yeah, come on.
like I was thinking about it, and it was like, yo, like obviously we're laughing, joking. Y'all my friends, right? And we're cool, all that shit. But if we did not meet today, and I just did something else, I would not be thinking like, damn son, I miss seeing Toon and AG today. Damn son, fuck.
I see what you're saying by that. Yeah, I see what you're saying by that.
Something wrong with this nigga, man. I think that's the answer. I think we need to get a therapy.
But see, my thing is like, so how do you know when you're like, how do you know when you, like, how do you know you're like, I'm not doing enough to make myself happy? Because, like, I feel like when somebody gets depressed, they're not getting enough of the shit that is fun. But, like, what I'm hearing from you is, like, I don't need none of this shit. So it's like, how do you pick yourself up when, like, some days you wake up like, all right, man, today I ain't got it.
To be perfectly honest with you, like, my life, I feel like I'm just, like, on an even line the whole time.
You never woke up and had, like, one of them days like, I don't feel like cash today, so maybe I should go play ball to feel like myself, or
playing basketball, even
whatever you do to make yourself feel like yourself.
Because, like, even with that, right? So, like, people be like, "Oh, I play basketball because it helps me escape from the shit I got going on and blah 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 blah." I want emotions. It helped me release my emotions, all that shit. I never felt that way. Like, I would go play ball, and if I was tight, like, that shit has nothing to do with me being tight. Like, I can still be tight, and I'm just gonna play ball, and that's not gonna make me play better. It's not gonna make me play worse. But I'm gonna just be tight.
I think you definitely, like, I appreciate what you bring to my life, because I definitely have a bunch of questions for you that it's going to turn into like one of them therapy sessions. So we could talk about
I think we should get a therapist on it.
Yeah.
And do like a little 15 minutes for everybody. And my two favorite people that I would want to watch is him and your man.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Those two niggas.
But see, the thing is, we got to do it separately. This nigga's going to lie off the shit that he said. He's going to actually be like, you know what? I feel the same way. I don't feel nothing. And we done seen that nigga get mad emotional.
Yeah. But I think we did it, fellas. I think we tackled all the issues today. I think Cash, he got some shit he got to work out. But you know,
that nigga say he ain't.
Nigga said I don't talk about myself on the podcast.
Yeah, nah, you did it. You did it. Did a little too much.
He did. Nigga turned into Antonio Brown. That's what it is.
Nah, you saw? Did you? You fuck with Antonio Brown, right?
Yeah.
You saw his Joe Rogan?
No, I did not.
Changed my perspective on him.
I didn't even know he went on after watching that.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was good. It was really good. Yeah. But you can take us out, man.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Gas Money Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss another upload. Comment down below what your favorite segment of the podcast was. Don't forget to watch our previous episode, the Gas Money BBL March Madness.
Read my mind.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at gas.money.podcast. AG, take us away.
Can I get a perfect?
Perfect.